Hello, good evening. My name is Richard. This is Over and Over and Over Again. This is the Matchday Live. Arsenal women away at West Ham women. The kickoff is in about 10 minutes' time. We are going to be live with all the action coming up the other side of this. So Arsenal now free to Marnham again inside there looking for a second goal. Oh, she's got a second goal. That seals it. Free to Marnham again. So it is Matchday Live. I say Arsenal women are away at West Ham. Really, really important game today. Manchester United women drew earlier against Everton. So a win today would take us back, back into second place, essentially. We are fourth at the moment, obviously, due to Manchester City winning yesterday. We do have games in hand, of course. Now, we've got some team news for you. This is how we line up then for this big game this evening. So in goal, it's Manu Zinsberger. The back four, Mel Moritz, Lotta Woubenmeyer, Rafaela Souza and Steph Catley. In midfield, it's Leah Williamson, captain Kim Little and Frida Marnham, of course, player of the moment. And the three up front today, it's Lena Hurtig, Stina Blackstenius on her 27th birthday, and Caitlin Fall. So that is the Arsenal lineup. On the bench then for Arsenal, we've got two goalkeepers, Sabrina D'Angelo and Kaylin Marquise. We've also got Jen Beattie, Laura Wainwrighter, Katie McCabe, Gio. We've got Victoria Pelova, Catherine Kuhl, and Michelle Agamang as well, of course, who scored her first goal last week against Leeds. For West Ham, and this is how they line up today. It's Mackenzie Arnold in goal. In defence, they've got Kirsty Smith, Hawa Sissoko, Grace Fisk, and Rishi Simazu. In midfield, it's Abby Lee Stringer, Daggy Brins Jars Dottir, the captain, and Emma Snell. And up front, it's Vivienne Hanouk Hayesi and Melissa Fellis. So they are your lineups then for the game today. I'm a little bit surprised by the Arsenal lineup slightly. Noel Moritz at right back rather than Laura. A little bit of a surprise maybe there. And also Leah Williamson playing in midfield. I would have maybe been tempted to go with Catherine Kuhl, who of course had a great game last week, didn't she, against Leeds in the FA Cup, and maybe Victoria Pelova as well. But we've got a strong bench, and that is quite often important, isn't it, in these big games in the WSL. It's very difficult to always win the game with your starting 11, and so especially away from home. This is West Ham are a team that we generally have got a great record against historically, but you can never tell, can you? It's this season in the WSL, there's been a few surprise results, hasn't there? And we don't want to fall victim to that today in a game that we have to win. It will put us right back in that title race above Manchester United. I say, who only drew their match today against Everton. It's a little bit of a shock, wasn't it, for them to only draw? Of course, that the transfer window is over. Of course, as we know, we didn't quite get the extra forward player that we wanted, or that Jonas wanted. He did say, didn't he? He was after a forward player. He was desperate to sign one more forward player, and unfortunately, we wasn't able to get it over the line. Whether that was of course, Alessia Russo, who was mentioned quite heavily with those record bids. But anyway, this is a squad that we've got for now until the end of the season. And personally, I'm happy with it. I think we've got decent cover in every position. Yes, we are maybe one forward light. I think that's obvious. With Viv injured for the rest of the season and Beth as well. You can tell the goals have maybe dried up slightly. I know we scored 9 against Leeds in the FA Cup, but we can't really count that, can we, against a fourth tier side? So certainly in the WSL, the goals have dried up a little bit more lately, haven't they? We're not scoring as many as we were, and it's no surprise, is it, when you're missing the quality of Beth and the quality of Viv. But the new signings are looking good, aren't they? Victoria Pelova, Catherine Kuhl in particular, both scored last week against Leeds. They're on the bench today. You would imagine that at some point they'll come on and have some sort of impact on this game. Maybe they're going to be the difference makers in the end. And of course, Frida Marnham at the moment on fire, isn't she? 10 goals at this season, our top goal scorer. Who would have predicted that at the start of the season, that Frida Marnham at this point would be our top scorer? Stina's got 9. It's her birthday today, as we said, 27 years old. Happy birthday, Stina. And I wouldn't be surprised to see her bag a goal or two. Of course, it was this fixture last season, wasn't it? It was the last game of the season We did win 2-0 in the end. It was Stina that scored that first goal, come off the bench on that particular day, and got the first goal in that 2-0 win. It wasn't quite enough, was it, to win the title in the end due to Chelsea beating Manchester United. But this season's looking as though the title race is going to go down again to right down to the end of the season, isn't it? The way it's shaping up. But the important thing for us is we have to keep winning. You know, we lost that game to Manchester United. We drew with Chelsea. Both of those two games, we were winning. We were leading going into the last 5 minutes. And to come away with only 1 point when we were so close to getting 6, we do need to keep winning now to make up for that. So, yeah, very, very disappointed with those 2 results at the Emirates. But, we've shown, haven't we, that, we can pretty much beat anybody on that day. We know that. But West Ham are going to be a test for us today. They are. They're a decent side. And in their captain, of course, Daggy Brins Giles Dottir, they have got the WSL's leading goal scorer this season. She's very, very good in the air, very dangerous from set pieces. So you would imagine that she's going to be the threat. Of course, we did have to come from behind, didn't we, to beat West Ham at Meadow Park earlier in the season. We were 1-0 down in that game. We did come back and win that 3-1. Kim Little was amongst the goal scorers, and Stina scored as well that night, if you remember. So yes, we know we've got the beating of them. Of course we do, but yes, it's not going to be an easy game this tonight. Let me know your score predictions if you're watching in the chat. Let me know what you think the score will be. I'm going to go for a 4-1 victory for Arsenal. I think we will be far too strong. I think our bench has got quality on it as well. And I think later on West Ham will maybe get tired. Lisa Evans, by the way, our former player, of course, she's on the bench tonight for West Ham. She may well make an appearance later on. I'm sure she would love again to play against her former club. But she is starting on the bench tonight, Lisa Evans. Just so you know, the West Ham bench, Sophie Hilliard as a goalkeeper, Lucy Parker, Anouk Denton, Shannon Cook, Katie Longhurst, Kira Flannery, Lisa Evans, I said, Izzy Atkinson, and Emily Forstrup. So they are the substitutes for West Ham. So yeah, this is looking set to be a really good game, isn't it? We're in good form in the WSL. And obviously in the cups as well. We've got that big cup semi-final on Wednesday. Maybe that's influenced Jonas's lineup, actually. Thinking about that cup semi-final on Wednesday, and of course next Saturday as well, playing Manchester City in the league. I think it's going to be, it's going to be tough, isn't it, for the squad? So maybe that's why a little bit of rotation today. And Leah Williamson in midfield in place of Leah Volti, who is still injured. Hopefully she'll be fit for Wednesday. Anyway, the teams are coming out onto the field of play. The game is, of course, at Dagenham and Redbridge is Stadium, the Chigwell Community Stadium, I think it's called. Chigwell Construction Community Stadium, I think it is, to give it its full name, sponsorship name. Of course, it is where Dagenham and Redbridge do play. My local side from when I grew up, around the corner I was born and brought up to the place at Dagenham and Redbridge where the game is tonight. So Arsenal, they'll say, we're in our pink kit tonight. We haven't worn a pink kit for a while, have we? So it's nice to see that getting another outing. We've been wearing the black kit away from home, haven't we, in our recent games? But this tonight it is the pink kit. They're wearing a nice light blue tracksuit jackets as well, the Arsenal team, actually, as they line up here at the start of this game. West Ham will be looking to get a good victory for them, won't it? It would be. So we'll just run through the lineups again. So West Ham in goal, it is Mackenzie Arnold. They're back for Risa Shimezu, Hawa Sissoko, Grace Fisk, and Kirsty Smith. It's Abby Lee Stringer, Dagny Brians, Jar Dottir, and Honka Hoyasa in midfield. And then it's Emma Snell, Vivian SIA, and Melissa Phyllis up in their front three. So that is how the West Ham team line up for this game tonight. Of course, for Arsenal, as we said, it's Manu Zinsberger in goal again. The back four, Noel Moritz, Lotta Rubenmoy, Rafaela Souza, and Steph Catley in midfield. Leah Williamson playing in midfield tonight. Of course, we know she can do a great job there. Kim Little, the captain, and Frida Marnham, our top goal scorer, with 10 goals. And then the front three is Lena Hurtig and Caitlin Ford, either side of the birthday girl, Stina Blackstenius, who's got 9 goals this season. It's a year, isn't it, since her first goal against Manchester United in that game at Meadow Park, the 1-1 draw. It's a year ago today since she got that goal. So in that time, she's done well, actually. She's got 16 goals for Arsenal in her first year. That's not a bad. It's not a bad number, is it, for her? So looking forward to a few more goals from her to come as well. Hopefully 1 or 2 tonight. So West Ham, of course, in their traditional home kit of claret and blue. So it's claret shirts, light blue shorts and light blue socks. Arsenal say all in the pink kit tonight, which is great to see. And let's hope that we will be looking pretty in pink at the end of this game with 3 points and hopefully some goals to enjoy as well. But we shall see what happens in this game. It's going to be tough. We know that, but if we can get a good start, get the first goal, that will settle us down, and I'm sure we can go on and win this game reasonably comfortable. So I'm going for a 4-1. Let me know your score predictions in the chat. See what you guys think. Just before we get started, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. We do cover the women, of course, as well as the men. And also as well, if you do enjoy this video, please think about giving it a like as well. It is free and it does help. And I say subscribe as well. Why not? Just click on that subscribe button. It is, again, that's free as well, and it helps the channel to grow. Come and be part of this over and over and over again community. Anyway, Arsenal about to kick off in all pink, attacking the goal to our left in this first half here in Dagenham, and hopefully Arsenal can get the 3 points, which will be so important. And we are just about to get off and running here. It's going to be Stina Blackstenius with the kick-off. She plays it back into midfield, and Arsenal straight away in possession. The ball's now back with Rafaela Souza on this near side, plays the ball to Steph Catley, left back, plays it up the line. That's a good ball looking for Frida Marnham. Actually, West Ham do get involved there and win the ball back, but Arsenal now trying to battle away. It is Frida Marnham trying to win it back in the centre circle. Now Kim Little, but West Ham keeping possession actually. They've done well there, West Ham. And the ball's now gone back to goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold, the Australian. Very big crowd in tonight at West Ham here in Dagenham. It looks like a very big crowd indeed, which is great to see. Obviously, attendances have been up this season, haven't they, on the back of the Euros, and also as well the fact that the games are now getting a lot more publicity, aren't they? The ball's now back again with West Ham's goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold. She plays it out to the far side, and West Ham trying to come forward, but Arsenal going to win that ball back with Noel Moritz, and it's gone off Kirsty Smith. It is going to be a throw to Arsenal in front of the dugouts over on that far side. Kirsty Smith, of course, the fullback for West Ham. Arsenal haven't really quite settled yet, actually, in this game. But that's a long ball forward there. Finds Frida Marnham. A nice touch over on that far side. Tried to play the ball through for Stina. But West Ham, again, managed to deal with that pretty well, actually. And they're back in possession again with Grace Fisk, who did score an own goal, didn't she, for us in the game at Meadow Park last season, which we won 4-0. She got an unfortunate own goal on that occasion. But suddenly now Stina's got a little bit of space on the edge of the area. Can she get on the ball? Stina's in the box. It's going to be 1-0. Oh, good save that was there from Mackenzie Arnold. Came out quickly. In fact, it was Frida Marnham. Sorry, it wasn't Stina. Frida Marnham had a lot of space there. Good touch. Ran into the box. Couldn't quite get the finish there. The goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold, was out quickly. Early chance there for Arsenal to go in front. It was a good ball played forward, actually, by Lena Hurtig, I think it was. Found Frida Marnham in a lot of space just on the edge of the West Ham penalty area. Lena Hurtig's working hard again, putting the West Ham defence under pressure. And they're struggling to get the ball out, actually, but they have now up this near side. And that finds Phyllis. She plays it square into the centre of midfield to the captain, the Iceland. Brinsdars Jotia plays a good ball up this near side. Can Phyllis keep it in? She does. She's done really well, actually. Melissa Phyllis for West Ham tries to play a low cross in. It's deflected behind by Steph Catley. It's going to be a corner to West Ham. That was a good counter attack that was there from the home team there. We've got a comment there from D-Man. He says, I wish Palova was starting. Yeah, I do as well, but she's on the bench. I'm sure she'll come on and make an impact a bit later on. And Robert says, hello, Rich. Hope all is good. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Hope you're well. Good to see you again. Hope you're enjoying the game. Ryan says, where people watching the game? It is on Sky in the UK. It's on Sky Showcase. I don't know whereabouts you are in the world, Ryan, but it is on Sky if you want to watch the game. But stay with us. We'll keep you updated with everything that's going on. It is a corner to West Ham, though, in these early stages. We played 3 minutes over on that near side. It's played in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Headed out well, actually, there by Frida Marnham. And now Arsenal got a chance for a counter-attack, but it wasn't a good ball, actually, as Sissoko steps in for West Ham. B says there, love the third kit so much. Yep, so do I. Unfortunately, we don't wear it very often, do we? We haven't worn it for ages. So let's hope it's going to be lucky. Now West Ham coming forward again inside the Arsenal penalty area. This is a good move, actually. There, it's from Alessi there plays the ball out to this near side. Across comes back in. Header at the far post, but it's actually cleared away well by Arsenal there. And we're just struggling there a little bit there to get the ball away. Sharon's in the chat there. She says, hi, Rich, watching from Cape Town, South Africa. Oh, fantastic. What's the weather like there? I hope it's a bit better than it is. It's quite cold in the UK currently. Ryan says, who's your favourite player from Arsenal women? It's difficult just to pick one, isn't it? There's so many. I do love Stina, I've got to be honest. Leah Williamson, of course. Just all of them, really. But yeah, if I had to pick one, I guess it would probably be Leah Williamson. I think she's probably the number one, isn't she? Let's be honest. We've got Archduke of Austria says, good evening. Nice to be here with you guys. And yourself, I hope you are well, doing well tonight. Enjoying the game. We've played 4 minutes. It's still 0-0. Arsenal struggling at the minute, actually. We've got Zappa Count there says, where can we watch the game? It's on Sky in the UK, Sky Sports. It's also on Sky Showcase, where you don't have to have a Sky subscription. But again, that's in the UK. I'm not sure whereabouts in the world you are. If anybody knows anywhere where you can watch the game other than on Sky in the UK, stick it in the chat, let people know. But do stay with us as well, because we want you with us as well tonight. It is a throw to West Ham on this near side, which Shimizu is going to take, the Japanese defender for West Ham. It's been a little bit of a shaky start this from Arsenal, we've got to be honest. It's been West Ham have certainly put us under a little bit of pressure here. They're coming forward again on this near side, looking to try to get the early breakthrough. That was good defending there, actually, though, from Steph Catley. Leah Williamson now picks up the ball in midfield, plays it square to Lotta Woober-Moy back in the starting lineup tonight. She's had a good season when she's played, let's be honest. Leah Williamson almost caught out there in midfield. It was a good tackle, actually, from Abby Lee Stringer, but Arsenal do just about get away with that. And West Ham actually have come out for this game really, really strongly. But now this is Arsenal looking to come forward over on that far side. This is good play. Noel Moritz plays the ball up the line. They're looking for the run of Stina Blackstenius, but it was deflected away off a West Ham defender. Kirsty Smith it was. It is going to be a throw to Arsenal over on the far side. Now the ball switched there. Switch this play to this near side. Steph Catley for Arsenal, all in pink tonight. Plays the ball at this near side. Lena Hurtig playing on this left-hand side. It looks like Caitlin Ford's actually over on the right, unusually. That's how we've started this game. Caitlin Ford hasn't really had a touch yet, actually. Louise in the chat there. Does anyone know where we can watch the actual game? I don't know whereabouts in the world you are. It's on Sky Sports in the UK. It is on Sky Showcase as well, if you've got access to either of those two channels. If not, don't worry, stay with us. We will keep you updated. Kim Little now plays the ball out to that far side. Noel Moritz. It's now with Caitlin Ford running at the West Ham defender, Kirsty Smith. She's gone past. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in towards the penalty area, but no Arsenal player was on the end of it. And West Ham can get the ball away. It's a mistake there inside the box. It's going to be a corner, is it, to Arsenal? No, it isn't. West Ham do scramble it away, but it's going to be a throw over on this near side. Chaotic defending there. We've got Gills Lane says there, well, not in every land, but you can watch it on the FA Player. I don't think it's on the FA Player. I'm not sure if it is. It's not in the UK on the FA Player. It may well be elsewhere. But anyway, I say stay with us. We will keep you. You won't miss any of the action that's going on. It is a throw to Arsenal at the moment over on this near side. Arsenal's left. Steph Catley wearing gloves to... it's obviously cold there, isn't it? Coming from Australia, it's going to feel even colder, isn't it? Anyway, throw up the line. That's a good throw, actually, but West Ham do manage to scramble that ball away. Not very far, though, because Rafaela Souza's in there now. Leah Williamson battling away for the ball, but it's going to be a throw to Arsenal again over on this near side, Arsenal's left, which Steph Catley is going to take. Throws it in towards the run there of Stina Blackstenius, but the ball is now back with West Ham with Sissoko. Plays out to Kirsty Smith over on that far side, but it's not a great ball, and it's gone straight out for a throw to Arsenal. Caitlin Ford takes it quickly. Frida Martin battling away now on the edge of the penalty. Tried to thread the ball through. In fact, it was a foul on her initially, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. We'll see what happens here. Holly says, what's your score prediction? My score prediction, I've gone 4-1 to Arsenal. I do think we will win quite comfortably in the end, although it might be tricky to begin with. Drop all your score predictions in as well. See who anyone can get it right today. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal over on the far side, about 10 yards outside the West Ham penalty area. It's probably not an opportunity, not a bad opportunity to maybe try a strike at goal. It's going to be Steph Catley with it. She thinks the ball towards the far post. Oh, it's over hit. Lotta Woober-Moy was looking to get on the end of it, but it was over hit there. She would have needed a step ladder to have got her head on the end of that. and it is going to be a goal kick to West Ham. We've played 8.5 minutes. It is 0-0. Arsenal just maybe starting to settle down a little bit, but we shall see. Louise has gone 1-0 to Arsenal. Well, we'll take a 1-0 to Arsenal. Don't worry about that. We definitely will. But we'll see. I think it could be a little bit more comfortable than that in the end. We've got Pokey Puku there says favourable to win the match. Well, I think Arsenal are obviously going to be favourites to win the match. Robert says they're strange. Jonas complaining not enough signings. He is right, of course. We're missing key players. It's strange, isn't it? He moans about the signings, and then the players that we bought, he leaves them on the bench. But anyway, Archduke of Austria says 1-0 to West Ham. I'll be controversial. Well, I hope you're wrong. You're entitled to your score prediction. I just hope that you're wrong, obviously. And B says they're 2-1, hopefully with a newbie goal. Well, any goal will be nice, won't it? Whoever scores, we're not really bothered, are we? It'd be nice for Stina to get a goal on her birthday. Anyway, Arsenal trying to come forward there. Lotta at Woober Moyes ball played through, but it was cut out by the West Ham defence, and now Frida Marnham's conceded a free kick. In fact, I think it might have been Kim Little actually that conceded a free kick inside the centre circle, and it is going to be a free kick to West Ham. We've played nearly 10 minutes. Not really too many opportunities yet. West Ham have had one or two bright moments. Arsenal have maybe struggled to settle into our rhythm so far. But it was that one big chance for Frida Marnham when she got clear inside the penalty area, but goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold was out quickly and smothered that effort. But Arsenal do have a throw over on the far side now, which Noel Moritz is going to take. A rare start for her in the WSL this season, actually. She's obviously lost her place to Laura Wainwright, who's been outstanding, hasn't she? But Noel Moritz gets a chance tonight, and she deserves a place in the team. She never lets us down, does she? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again over on the far side. Caitlin Ford plays the ball up line to Stina Blackstenius just on the edge of the West Ham penalty area. Twists and turns away from Sissoko. She's done well, Stina. Good defending, actually, from Sissoko, but Arsenal still keep possession with Frida Marnham. Frida Marnham's inside the box. It's just going to be a chance. Pulls the ball back. Oh, missed kick at the near post by Lena Hurtig. Oh, big chance there again. Lena isn't able to convert. She missed a couple of big chances against Chelsea, didn't she, a few weeks ago? And she's missed a big chance here. Brilliant play from Frida Marnham down that far side. Played it back, edge of the 6-yard box. Lena Hurtig's there. Oh, she just needed to get a better connection on that, and it's 1-0. Brilliant play that was from Frida Marnham, but it wasn't to be a goal this time. And West Ham get away with that one. Lena needs to improve her finishing. There's no doubt about that. She did get a good goal last week in the FA Cup against Leeds, but in the WSL, she's missed far too many chances in the games that she's had. I say 2 big chances against Chelsea, and that there was a really big chance as well on the edge of the 6-yard box. Just needed a better connection there, and she completely missed her kick. She has picked the ball up now, though, Lena, on this near side. She's done well. Lena Hurtig there plays the ball square to Kim Little, plays the ball forward into midfield. It's a nice turn away again from Frida Marnham, who's off on a run. Frida Marnham again over on that far side. She's done really well. Frida Marnham plays the ball into the near post. Stina Blackstenius gets a good touch, turns away from the defender, tries a shot. It's blocked. The angle was quite tight anyway, and West Ham do scramble the ball away. Frida Marnham again looks like she's in great form in this game, as she has been in, well, all season really, since she came into the side. Of course, replacing Viv Miedemar, and she's done so well that we've almost not missed Viv. We have missed her really, but not as much as we feared that we might. And that's massive credit to Frida Marnham, who's certainly in contention for our player of the season, the way things are going. But there's still a long way to go, of course, yet this season. And, of course, in this game as well, we've only played at 12.5 minutes. It is West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal just starting to get on top now after a rather shaky first 5 minutes or so. Anyway, Rafaela Souza now inside the centre circle, plays the ball at this near side. Steph Catley, Arsenal's left back, plays it up the line, looking for Lena Hurtig. Wasn't a good ball, but the ball does come back to her. Steph Catley's there, a good tackle actually there on her from Shimizu there, and West Ham get possession again. But that was not a bad attack. That's a long ball played forward there for West Ham, but Rafaela Souza's there. Nice play from her. Just touches the ball back to Manu Zinsberger. Missed the last couple of games, of course, the 2 cup games. I wonder if she'll play on Wednesday in the semi-final, or will Sabrina D'Angelo play in that one. She did play, of course, in the quarter-final victory over Aston Villa, didn't she? Her debut. She kept a clean sheet, of course, in that game. Sousa now coming forward for Arsenal on this near side. Good to see her back fit again following that injury that she suffered. She was out for, 3 months before Christmas. Good to see her back in the team again, playing well. Rolls Royce of a defender. And Arsenal again coming forward. Noel Moritz over on that far side. Arsenal's right. Puts a cross in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but Mackenzie Arnold's there, the West Ham goalkeeper. Good hands from the Australian. She rolls the ball out, actually, up this near side. Shimizu coming forward for West Ham, looking for a little bit of support. She's got the ball out wide here to Assi. Plays a cross in there towards the far post. Good defending there from Noel Moritz, and Leah Williamson just leaves it to Kim Little. Nice ball into Frida Marnham inside the centre circle. She was tackled there, though, by Sissoko, and now West Ham can come forward again. It's another good little spell this from West Ham. They've started this game pretty well, you have to say. They're certainly up for it. They've been very physical, and they've had 1 or 2 moments, but Zinsberger hasn't really had a shot to save as yet, has she? Anyway, the ball's over on that far side now with West Ham. Sissoko, though, turns and goes back to goalkeeper Arnold. We've played nearly 15 minutes here at the Chigwell Construction Community Stadium at Dagenham. West Ham women's home ground, of course. And that's a good ball for West Ham over on that far side. West Ham in here over inside the penalty area. Manuel Zinsberger comes out. Oh, got the ball there, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Just there. It was Kirsty Smith there, the fullback, driving forward down that far side. I think she was onside, just maybe. She just got the wrong side there of Noel Moritz, but she might have overran the ball. Gave Manu Zinsberger the chance to come out and grab the ball, and she did. We've got Terry in the chat there. He says, "Evening, Richard. Come on, you Gunners. Sorry I'm late. Have I missed much?" Not really, no. West Ham have started pretty well for the first 5 minutes, but Arsenal have got more into the game as we've gone on. They just had a little chance there, West Ham, though, with Kirsty Smith over on the far side, but Zinsberger was out well to make a save. Frida Marnham's had our best chance very early on. She found a little bit of space on the edge of the West Ham penalty area, got past the defender, but it was the West Ham goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold, came out at her feet and grabbed the ball. But that's the nearest that we've come. Lena Hurtig did just miss a really big chance. But now Caitlin Ford over on that far side, playing on the left, playing on the right, for Arsenal in this first half. Usually she's on the left, isn't she, Caitlin? But she's over on the right-hand side. In this game, it is Lena Hurtig on the left. And it was Lena Hurtig that missed a big opportunity as well. Frida Marnham did well, pulled the ball back to the edge of 6-yard box. Lena just couldn't sort her feet out, miskicked it completely, and the chance went. But again, it's good play from Arsenal there. Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Again, it's good defending actually from Kirsty Smith. And then from Sissoko, the two between them there denied Caitlin Ford a run there. Archduke of Austria says that Everton men's team hurt Arsenal by defeating them, and Everton's women helped Arsenal by holding Man U to a draw. To say, well, yeah, they did. That's right. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mixed weekend for Arsenal and Everton this hasn't it? Really, I say the women did us a big favour, but the men's team not quite so much. Anyway, let's hope the women can make us end this weekend on a high. That's a good cross again from Caitlin Ford over on that far side, but it's headed away by West Ham. Kim Little, though, for Arsenal in possession. She's got a few options there. Plays the ball into the box. It was Frida Marnham actually let it run, maybe looking for Stina Blackstenius behind her, but in the end it was good defending from West Ham, from Grace Fisk it was. But Arsenal back in possession again. Lotta Woober-Moy plays it square inside the centre circle to Rafaela Sousa now. Steph Catley on this near side plays it forward, looking for Frida Marnham. Twists and turns away from Grace Fisk. She does well. Frida now, she finds Leah Williamson playing in midfield tonight for Arsenal. Plays the ball out to that far side, Noel Moritz. Arsenal just trying to keep a bit of possession now, settling into this game as we've reached the nearly 18 minutes played. Rafaela Sousa now on halfway. A little bit of time inside the centre circle. Plays the ball out to Lotta Woober-Moy over on that far side. Plays it out wide again to Leah Williamson. Dinks the ball over top. That's a good run into the box there from Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Can she get a cross in? Again, West Ham defend that well. And they've done that pretty well so far. Kim Little it was with the run there in behind that West Ham defence. It was Kim Little it was there, got the ball. Couldn't quite get a cross in. It was Sissoko that blocked it. And then Kirsty Smith completed the clearance. It is a throw though to Arsenal inside the box. Now Frida Marnham's cross deflected. It is going to be a corner to Arsenal. I think that's Arsenal's first corner actually. We've played 18 and a half minutes. and we've got a corner. Can we make the most of this? Leah Williamson's up. Not scored a goal yet this season, Leah Williamson, surprisingly. She normally gets a couple of seasons, doesn't she? She got 3 last season. Not scored for quite a while, actually, Leah. So maybe this is her moment here to get a goal for Arsenal. It is a corner. Arsenal have scored the most amount of goals from set pieces this season, 7. Is this going to be number 8? Corner comes in towards the near post. West Ham head it away. Comes to Kim Little, plays it back out to that far side again. Back to Frida Marnham. Can she get a cross in? Again, it hits the defender. But Frida Marnham's done well. And she couldn't quite control the cross there. And she's overhit that. It's gone behind the goal into the fans standing there behind the goal here at the Chigwell Construction Community Stadium. West Ham United 0, Arsenal 0. And it's been a difficult first 20 minutes or so this for Arsenal, actually. We haven't quite managed to find our flow yet. But we have had 2 opportunities, actually, to take the lead, but we haven't managed to take them. Now, we might have another one here. Oh, as Frida Marnham steps in, but the ball didn't quite reach Stina. And West Ham managed to clear it away again. They almost played themselves into trouble, West Ham, actually. But they got away with that one just about. They are coming forward now down this near side. Phyllis plays the ball forward, but Rafaela Souza's there ahead of Dagny Brynjarsdottir. And the clearance goes off the Island. And it is going to be a throw to Arsenal. WSL's top scorer this season, the West Ham captain, Brynjarsdottir, with 9 goals in the league. Arsenal now, they're trying to come forward. It's with Leah Williamson, plays a ball into the path there of Noel Moritz over on that far side. That's a good ball to Caitlin Ford over on that far side, running at Kirsty Smith. Caitlin Ford, can she get past the defender, get a cross in? She's done well. She does get a cross in, but it's deflected away. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. We've got another score prediction here from Psycho says 1-3 fix maybe. Well, we'll see. 3-1 will do. If Arsenal win 3-1, we'll be happy with that, won't we? Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal right by the corner flag over on that far side. Noel Moritz is going to take it. The Swiss international throws the ball to Kim Little, gets it back again. Noel Moritz finds Leah Williamson over on that far side. Noel Moritz again. It's quite tight over there, but Kim Little emerges with the ball. That's a lovely ball inside to Frida Marnham again, running in behind that West Ham defence. But again, it was good defending actually from Kirsty Smith, who's had a decent start to this game, you have to say. Arsenal coming forward again, but Frida Marnham's offside. In fact, the whistle doesn't go. The linesman flagged for offside, but the referee said play on, and now Arsenal coming forward. This could be controversial if we score from this move. Steph Catley now on this near side, plays the ball into Lena Hurtig. I'm not sure why the referee didn't give that, actually. Anyway. Jose says they're Arsenal to win 5-0. Well, that's a big, brave, bold, optimistic prediction, which I like. Doesn't look like a 5-0 game at the minute, you have to say. But anyway, he'll say it's a ball there played forward by Rafaela Souza, cut out. But Rafaela Souza wins the header. And now Steph Catley on this near side does well, finds Lena Hurtig. She just gets there ahead of the West Ham defender. In fact, she's caught there late. It is by Simezu there. It is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. At full stretch there, Lena Hurtig just got her foot to the ball ahead of the Japanese defender and stamped on her foot, actually. Always quite sore them, aren't they, those ones? Anyway, it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal on this near side. Lena's back on her feet again following that collision, but she had a big chance, didn't she, to score for Arsenal early in this game after Frida Marnham's pullback. She just couldn't quite get her shot away, could she? Miskicked from a good position. Well, this is a good position now for Arsenal. Free kick on this near side. Arsenal's left. Steph Catley's over it. Frida Marnham as well. Is it going to be Frida Marnham with the ball? It's the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, it's a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold. And she throws it out looking to start a West Ham counter-attack over on that far side. And they're coming forward actually here, West Ham. Sissoko with the long ball. A little bit of space here on this near side for Snell. Puts a cross in across the edge of the 6-yard box. Good goalkeeping there at full stretch from Manu Zinsberger. Cut out that cross. That was a good counter-attack that was from West Ham. It was Sissoko's long ball up this near side. It was good play by Emma Snell. She managed to get the cross in, actually. And it was just a little bit too close to Zinsberger, who was able to grab that cross and cut out the danger. And Robert says they're West Ham really doing well tonight. And they are. They've started this game well, West Ham. They're playing well. They're aggressive. And they're putting us under little bits of pressure in the game, but we have had the majority of the possession and we have been the better team overall. But we haven't really carved out too many clear-cut opportunities yet, have we? Just that one for Frida Marnham and a missed kick from Lena Hurtig. Anyway, Rafaela Souza now coming forward for Arsenal. Brilliant play from her. Plays the ball in to Stina Blackstenius, but West Ham have picked up possession. The ball's back now with Sissoko. Arsenal trying to press high up the pitch. Frida Marnham's pressing everybody, almost doing it all on her own. And in fact, that leads to a mistake there. And Lena Hurtig has picked the ball up for Arsenal, plays it back to Steph Catley. And that's what happens when you press a team high up the pitch. You know, it was Frida did a lot of that work, and in the end, it led to a mistake. And Lena Hurtig was able to pick up the loose ball. But West Ham have got possession again up this near side. Just knocking another poor pass actually, and now Arsenal in again. Oh, Frida Marnham tried to just thread it through there to Stina Blackstenius. It was Stina who won the ball initially, and Frida Marnham, they're looking to put the Swede clean through on goal on what is her 27th birthday. Be great for her to get a goal a year after she got her first Arsenal goal. That was a very late equaliser against Manchester United, wasn't it, if you remember? A game that Arsenal were down to 10 players. And also going forward against Caitlin Ford, over on that far side. Good tackle again from Sissoko, who's defended well the French woman there for West Ham. But it is a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. Arsenal's right. Noel Moritz throws it into Leah Williamson, gets it back. Moritz plays it back to Lotta Wooben-Moyne out square to Steph Catley. This is good. To Rafaela Souza, finds Lena Hurtig on this near side. She's done well, Lena Hurtig. Can she get the cross in? No, she can't, because she doesn't want to use her left foot, but she's gone past the defender again. This is a good play from Lena. Finds a ball in a shot. Oh, shot comes over the top from Stina Blackstenius there for about 7-8 yards. That was the end last season when she got the opening goal. She almost got the opening goal again there. Good play from Lena Hurtig, actually. She got past the defender. Instead of crossing it first time, she wanted to go around the outside. She did well, Lena. Good ball. Stina got a good first touch under pressure there. She couldn't quite keep the shot down. It's gone just over the crossbar. That was another big opportunity for Arsenal. We haven't had too many in this game. Almost into the roof of the net there from Stina, but just over the top. Would have been her 10th goal of the season. S77 official says there, benching McKay for Hurtig. That's crazy, man. This coach is fully well. We'll see. I mean, it was a big chance there for Lena, wasn't it, a bit early on? She did well just a minute ago, though. Robert says there, Catherine Cole should be on the pitch, a great young player. No, she is. I'm sure she'll come on later. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. This is a good spell from Arsenal. Frida Marnham over on that far side. Can she get a cross in? She does. Again, it's deflected behind. It is going to be another corner. Everything good about this Arsenal play tonight is coming through Frida Marnham again. And it's a corner which she's going to take over on that far side. Can Arsenal get the breakthrough? 26.5 minutes. The pressure is mounting on that West Ham goal. Can we make the breakthrough now? There's plenty of Arsenal bodies inside that penalty area. The corner comes in from through the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in. Not quite enough on it there from Lotta Wooben-Moyne. It's going to be kept in by Lena Hurtig. Plays it back to Kim Little. Arsenal keeping possession, but have gone backwards. Kim Little again finds Noel Moritz inside at the centre circle, put under pressure, so she just goes back to Manu Zinsberger. Random clip says they're 0-0 at half-time. Well, it's not half-time yet. There's only 27 minutes played. It is still 0-0, but there's plenty of time for a goal yet in this first half. Robert says Katie's a great player. We need her. Yeah, I mean, again, she's another player on the bench. We've got a very, very strong bench tonight, haven't we? And I'm sure some of these players on the bench will come on later and have a big impact in the game. And maybe they can be the ones that win it for us. Who knows? Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward down that far side. It's a good ball up the line again. Again, it's good running from Caitlin Ford. She's done well down this near side, far side. So he plays the ball up the line to Frida Marnham. Can she get there? She manages to get a crossing at the near post, but it's too close to goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold. And she throws the ball out up this near side. West Ham looking to come forward again. Ball played forward to Asai. Does well there. The French striker plays the ball back to Grace Fisk. And now it's gone back to Mackenzie Arnold, the goalkeeper. 28 minutes played. West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal have been the better side. We've had 2 or 3 opportunities to get that early goal, but we haven't managed to take it. We are coming forward again now. Lena Hurtig Plays the ball into the centre circle. Good feet again from Frida Marnham. She's in great form, isn't she, the Norwegian? Leah Williamson now, though, just lays the ball out to that far side. Lotta Wubben-Moy plays it square to Rafaela Souza. Can Arsenal get the breakthrough now? Lena Hurtig on this near side. She played well, Lena Hurtig. She just missed that big chance, didn't she? That was a real big opportunity, that was as well. Another sort of chance that you need to take in these sort of games. Lena again on this near side. Cuts in, looking to get the ball on her right foot. Plays it back again to Lotta Wubben-Moy. Pings the ball first time out to that far side. Caitlin Ford. Not a great touch from her. And West Ham can now try to come forward themselves. The ball is now back again into midfield. It's Abby Lee Stringer. Plays it back to Sissoko. And West Ham have played this quite well, actually. But there's a mistake there. Is there? Can Lena Hurtig get on it? Not quite. Good defending again from West Ham. Trying to play it out from the back, as seems to be the way these days. But they've given the ball away now, and Arsenal can come forward. Leah Williamson threads it through. It's laid off there by Frida Marnham to Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Can she get a cross in? She lays it back instead to Noel Moritz. Now it's into Leah Williamson. Can she get a cross in? Dinks the ball over the top. A lovely ball. Frida Marnham inside the penalty. Just a moment. Oh, good save again by Mackenzie Arnold at the near post. What a ball that was from Leah Williamson. Dinked over the top of that West Ham defence. The running behind of Frida Marnham. She keeps making those runs. Brilliant, brilliant play from Leah Williamson. A great run. She was onside. Decent first touch. A good shot. It was on target at the near post. Good save from Mackenzie Arnold. Leah Williamson's ball there would have been the assist of the season if that had gone in. Good save. We've got Magnificent Jafar in the chat. He says, "Hey Richard, how you doing? Just coming from work. Yeah, I'm good, man. Hope you're doing well as well." It's been a decent performance from Arsenal, but we haven't managed to get the goal yet. Another corner comes into the near post. It's flicked on by a West Ham defender. It finds Lena Hurtig on the edge of the box, puts it back in again towards that far side. Not a good clearance. Kim Little. That's an intelligent ball out to that far side. Frida Marnham plays it into the box. Not a great ball though that time, and West Ham can clear it away. Kim Little, it was made that run. Arsenal though now really starting to yank up the pressure. You do feel as though a goal may well be coming. We've played 30 minutes. And Arsenal really are settling down. Sabia says there, where can I watch it live? It is on Sky. It is on Sky Showcase as well in the UK. I'm not sure where in the world you are and where it is, but stay with us anyway. We'll keep you updated with everything that's going on. Lena Hurtig now cuts in from that near side, Arsenal's left. Finds Rafaela Souza now having a little run past a couple of West Ham players, but she's rather overplayed that. And there's a long ball over the top. But Manu Zinsberger's out of a penalty area to tidy that up and finds Leah Williamson, who just gives it straight back to the goalkeeper, Manu Zinsberger. Under a little bit of pressure for her space there in the team now, isn't she? With the signing of Sabrina D'Angelo. Had a great game, didn't she, against Aston Villa recently on her debut. Leah Williamson pings the ball forward up this near side, looking for the runner, Lena Hurtig again. But again, West Ham have dealt with that pretty well. And now they're looking to come forward themselves. That's a ball over the top. It's a good run in behind there into the Arsenal penalty area. And in the end, Arsenal get away with that, actually. Didn't look like that ball was going to pose too many problems, actually. But it went in behind there. It was Melissa Phillips again. She claimed that she may have been clipped there in the penalty area, but I don't think she was. The referee was having none of it. And Arsenal have managed to get the ball away. Now they're trying to come forward with Lotta Wubben-Moy over on that far side. Fires Noel Moritz. That's a nice ball forward again to Frida Marnham. On the edge of the penalty. Frida Marnham tries a shot from distance, but it lacks the direction. It is straight at Mackenzie Arnold. We're just going to have a look at that penalty shout again. It was a good run in behind, actually. Some chaotic defending. Oh, and maybe Rafaela Souza did catch her there, actually. It was Bryn's Giles-Dottir, actually. And she did catch her. Oh, maybe Arsenal got away with one there. You have to say it was Rafaela Souza, the Icelandic West Ham captain there, did just get the ball first, and she was caught there. She stood on her foot, actually. It could easily have been a penalty to West Ham. We've maybe just got away with that one, actually. A bit fortunate, perhaps. But anyway, we'll take it, won't we? Because the last thing we want to do is to go behind. Jeffar says, how's Hurtig so far? I prefer we played Palova over her. Yeah, I think Palova will eventually take that place. Lena's done okay so far. She missed one big opportunity when she missed her kick from 6 yards, but she's played pretty well, actually, so far. But you know, when you're in the front three, you get a big chance. You've got to take it, and she did miss a couple against Chelsea, didn't she? Anyway, also got a free kick, which they've taken quickly. Rafaela Souza maybe got away with that one there. Could have easily been a penalty, couldn't it? Steph Catley now on this near side for Arsenal. Plays it in to Frida Mana. Probably been the outstanding player on the pitch once again. Leah Williamson, though, in midfield, plays the ball over the top. That's a good ball. A good touch from Lena Hurtig there. Played the ball in, to Lena Hurtig. Plays it back, though, to Noel Moritz. Now it's with Rafaela Souza. Gets it back again off Frida Mana. This is good play actually from Souza. She's going to go all the way herself. She's going to try a shot inside the penalty area, the Brazilian. She's gone a little bit wide now. Gets a cross in towards the far post. It's come to Caitlin Ford. Shot comes in. It's blocked again by West Ham. It's going to be a corner. It was Sissoko there with the block. Good play that was, though, from Arsenal. From Rafaela Souza. Did so well there. She's gone past 2 or 3 West Ham players. Got to the byline. Put a great cross in. So Caitlin Ford at the far post. Good defending again, though, by Sissoko. She couldn't quite keep it in, but it is another corner to Arsenal. We're into the last 10.5 minutes of the first half. West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. But Arsenal now building up a bit of pressure now ahead of steam. Can we get the goal that was been threatening maybe for the last 15, 20 minutes? We've got a corner there. We've scored a few goals from corners this season. Rafaela Souza is very dangerous with headers, isn't she? Let's see what happens from this corner. Souza's right in there waiting. She's scored 1 goal already this season. That corner comes into the 6-yard box. Again, West Ham have dealt with that pretty well, actually. You have to say they've defended these corners well so far this evening. And now they're looking to come forward themselves on the counter-attack with Abby Lee Stringer in midfield. She managed to get the ball out to the far side. West Ham now looking dangerous. But Frida Marnham, again, she covers every blade of grass and then she goes back and covers them again just to make sure. And she was back there doing her defensive duties, and Lena Hurtig now plays the ball back to Frida over on the far side. That's a lovely ball through to Stina Blackstenius on this far side. Arsenal's left. Stina Blackstenius running at that West Ham defence, cuts back inside, plays the ball square to Kim Little. Can Arsenal get this big opportunity to take the lead? Stina again plays the ball to Rafaela Souza. Good run from her just a moment ago. Finds Steph Catley, plays it into the edge of the penalty area. Caitlin Ford twists and turns, tries to get a shot away. Maybe a little bit too much there, Caitlin Ford. In the end, the ball ricochets off the Australian and goes into the arms of the West Ham goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold. Of course, those two know each other well from the Australian national team, don't they? Archduke of Austria says there, knowing Jonas, he will introduce Palova in the 93rd minute. He's even more stubborn with keeping his main 11 than Arteta. Well, I think at the moment, the new players are still integrating in, aren't they? And I'm sure we will see them starting games very, very soon. But to be fair, the starting 11 in this game has done well this season, haven't they? Although he's made 1 or 2 changes, hasn't he? Put Leah Williamson in midfield, put Noel Moritz in the team. So he does make the odd change here and there, doesn't he? But he doesn't like to change too much. And, you know, it's that old saying, isn't it? You don't change a winning team. And you can maybe... that's possibly the reason. But, yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more use of the squad, and I'm sure we will as the season progresses. And also coming forward again over on that far side. Kim Little now threads the ball through, looking for the run of Frida Marnham again in behind, but it was overhit, that ball. It's run through to the goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold. Jeffar says there, Richard, if we had signed Russo, how would we play when we had Viv and Beth coming in? Well, I mean, it's all about depth, isn't it? Depth of the squad. It's having players on the bench that can come on and win you a game. It's having players that you can rotate and you're not dropping off your levels, are you? You know, we could rotate Stina and Alicia Russo. We're not going to lose any quality, are we? Because they're both very, very good players. You know, and obviously when Viv's there, we've got Viv and Frida who can rotate that number 10 position. I still don't think we've got anybody really to play in Beth's role. And I do think when Beth's fit again, she's going to come straight back in. And again, she probably won't be rotated, will she? She'll play every game. But you need to have that rotation, don't you? It's all about squad depth, isn't it? You know, really, you need to be able to replace your first 11 with another 11 players who aren't going to affect the quality too much. And that's how you win all the trophies, isn't it? By having a big squad. So I wasn't worried about where Russo would fit in. I was thinking, well, she's just going to be an extra bit of quality in the squad, isn't she? Anyway, also coming forward again. A shot comes in from the edge of the box from Frida Marnham again. And it's another good save from Mackenzie Arnold. Again, the ball was quite close to her, to be fair. But again, it's Frida Marnham, isn't it? Who literally seems to be 3 or 4 players in one at the moment this season. She's at one end of the pitch doing some great defensive work. seconds later, she's at the other end of the pitch, getting a shot away or creating an opportunity for somebody else. She's just an incredible player. What a season she's having. And hopefully she can get the breakthrough goal in this game. But so far, she hasn't managed it. David says there, do we stand a chance to get Russo during the summer? Yeah, potentially. She's out of contract. It's going to be down to the facts, I think, whether or not Man United either win a trophy this season or they're in the Champions League next season, because you do feel as though if they're in the Champions League, she may sign a contract extension with Manchester United. She might do. Whereas if they're not in the Champions League, maybe don't win anything this season, her contract's up, she probably won't sign another one. And then we may have the opportunity to get her in the summer. And Man U would have maybe wished they had sold her in January for all that money. But anyway, we'll see what happens at the end of the season. But yeah, there's a possibility. Hopefully we can. Anyway, also coming forward again now, is it's going to be the moment the ball's played through again towards Frida. Just a little bit too far ahead of her, that was from Kim Little. And Mackenzie Arnold again has come out and grabbed the ball. Jeffar says, I would love Russo at Arsenal. Hopefully she doesn't sign an extension and joins us. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, hopefully she does. That's what we want to see, don't we? But that's going to be her decision. And I think I'll say a lot of it depends on where Man United are at the end of the season. Where have they finished in the league? Have they won a trophy? Does she feel that she can achieve her ambitions with that team, or does she feel she's going to have to move on? And we would definitely be happy to take her. And she's an Arsenal fan as well, so I'm sure she'd love to join the club, given the opportunity. But we'll see. We'll see what happens anyway. But anyway, West Ham now in possession. Frida Minor again wins the ball back, and Leah Williamson can bring it forward. Now it's a lovely ball. So over that far side, Caitlin Ford inside the box. Is this going to be the moment? Oh, another good save from Mackenzie Arnold. Oh, Caitlin Ford did brilliantly there. Again, it was Frida Minor started that move, winning the ball back in midfield. She's like having 3 extra players. Lovely ball from Leah Williamson through to Caitlin Ford. Oh, and the goalkeeper did well, actually. Maybe Caitlin Ford could have just knocked that square to Stina as she ran into the box there. But in the end, again, it was good play from her fellow countrywoman there, Mackenzie Arnold. And that was a good save again. She's made 2 or 3 saves in this first half, the West Ham goalkeeper. She's done well. But you do feel as though a goal is coming for Arsenal. We are now into the last 4 minutes of the first half. So if it's going to come, it's going to have to come fairly quickly, isn't it? If we're going to get it before half time. Arsenal now coming forward again over on that far side. It's a ball played forward again. Caitlin Ford does really, really well. Lovely play from her. Oh, and then she's fouled. Surely that's a foul. And it is a foul. And it was Abby Lee Stringer. And she's going to get a yellow card, I think, as well, the West Ham midfield player, for that foul there on Caitlin Ford. Good run that was again from the Australian. It is a yellow card for Abby Lee Stringer there. She just went past her, and then, it was a kind of a combination actually of her and Kirsty Smith between them, but it was a yellow card for Abby Lee Stringer. And that's her 5th yellow card of the season, which means she's going to miss their next WSL game. Arsenal taking this free kick now. Rafaela Souza plays it up this near side. Lena Hurtig, she's got Steph Catley ahead of her. Does well though. Lena Hurtig again plays the ball back to Kim Little. Now it's with Souza again. And she plays it back to Lotta Woobermoy. Does well, Lotta. Finds Rafaela again down this near side. Oh, nice play again from the Brazilian. Turns away. That's a good ball through up towards the edge of the penalty. Looking for the run again of Caitlin Ford, but that was cleared away by West Ham. Again, they try and play it out from the back, and again, they've managed to get the ball forward, but Leah Williamson's there with a little ball forward there to Lotta Woobermoy, I think it was, and it's gone out over on that far side. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal now. We're into the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. It's been a good first half from Arsenal. A little bit frustrating, actually, you have to say. Arsenal have been the better team. We've had the better chances, but we still haven't managed to find that breakthrough. Mackenzie Arnold made a couple of good saves, actually. Arsenal coming forward again. Frida Minor tries to get a cross in. Again, it's good, safe hands there from Arnold, the West Ham goalkeeper, who's been the much busier of the 2 goalkeepers in this first half, you have to say, and she's done well. A couple of good saves and a couple of maybe not quite good enough finishes from Arsenal. And this has been a tale, hasn't it, recently? Certainly in the WSL. We've struggled to kill teams off. We've struggled for goals. We're creating lots and lots of chances, though. So you do imagine the goals are going to start to come sooner or later. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward again over on that far side with Freedom Arnhem, plays the ball square into the centre circle to Rafaela Souza. Plays it again out to Freedom Arnhem again. Now it's over on that far side. Caitlin Ford having a run again at Kirsty Smith. Caitlin Ford gets past the West Ham defender. Can she get a cross in? She does towards the edge of the 6-yard box. West Ham still can't get it clear. Kim Little battling away there, trying to find that breakthrough. Not able to do so. And it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal again over on that far side. We're into the last minute of the first half. There's not going to be much stoppage time either because the game's been pretty much free-flowing. Leah Williamson now in possession for Arsenal. Finds Rafaela Souza. She's got Steph Catley on this near side. She's found Catley. Gets it back again, Souza. Can she get a line up across on her left foot? Instead, she plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. Very central now. Williamson thinks the ball over the top, looking for the run in behind again of Freedom Arnhem. This time she couldn't keep it in. And it's gone behind. In fact, that was Stina Blackstenius there with that run. And the ball has gone behind. It is going to be a goal kick. I slightly overhit that ball there from Leah Williamson. And it's gone away for a goal kick to West Ham. We're into the last few seconds of the first half. We may get a minute of stoppage time, if that, because there's not really been any stoppages, has there? Anyway, that free kick there a goal kick there from West Ham only found Lena Hurtig. She's got the ball back again from Freedom Arnhem. Lena Hurtig plays it back to Rafaela Souza. We're into injury time, stoppage time. There is going to be a minute at the end of this first half. Lots of Woobenmoy does well there inside the centre circle. Finds Kim Little, plays it square to Rafaela Souza. Can Arsenal find this breakthrough? Plays the ball back again to Leah Williamson. Knocks it back again to Rafaela Souza. Arsenal finishing the half, as we have done for most of it, on top in the West Ham half. It's over on that far side now. West Ham again forcing us back. This is good play, though, actually, from Caitlin Ford. She finds Rafaela Souza. That's a nice ball up this near side. In fact, it isn't. It's well cut out, actually, by Simizu there for West Ham coming forward. West Ham going to get the last chance of this first half. They're in possession now on this near side. Leah Williamson does well, though. But West Ham do keep possession. Grace Fisk plays it back to Mackenzie Arnold. We're now coming into the last few seconds of stoppage time at the end of this first half. It looks like it's going to be a frustrating first half from Arsenal. We've dominated the game. I've had 2 or 3 decent chances. And in fact, there goes the half-time whistle. It is West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. And one of the reasons for that has been the performance of West Ham's goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold, who's made 2 or 3 decent saves, actually, to deny Freedom Arnhem a couple of times. And also as well, we've had 1 or 2 other opportunities, haven't we? Steena's put one over the bar. Lena Hurtig missed a good chance from inside the 6-yard box. West Ham felt they maybe could have had a penalty when Brynj John Dottir was caught in the area by Rafaela Souza, but the referee didn't give it. But West Ham haven't really threatened too much after the first couple of minutes where they came out of the blocks really fast. But Arsenal dominated that first half, but not able to get the goal. And that's been something that has been a little bit of a tale of our season, really, hasn't it, so far? We've done that quite a lot, haven't we? Dominated games, not put our chances away. But it was a good performance. You do feel that if we play like that in the second half, we are not going to be too far away from getting the goal and going on to get the victory that we need. But we'll see. Jeffar says there, Richard, which position do you think we need to strengthen in the summer apart from forward position? Well, obviously the forward position's a big one, isn't it? That seems to be the main one. Elsewhere, though, we seem to be pretty well covered now, don't we? I thought we needed to strengthen in midfield, but we've got Catherine Cooling, we've got Palova. I still feel maybe a right-sided player. We've seen Beth Mead being injured. We haven't really had a natural player to play in that position who can offer that same goal threat. So maybe that's an area we can look at. Obviously, Beth's going to be back next season, but we can't rely on her to play every single game, can we? So I'd maybe look at that. Obviously a forward player. I think everywhere else we seem to be pretty well covered. I mean, we'll have to see who leaves. Noel Moritz is out of contract. She might leave in the summer. Katie McCabe could leave in the summer. So if those 2 were to leave, we'd maybe need to look at cover for them, wouldn't we? I know Laura Wainwright has got that right back position nailed down, but again, you need 2 players, don't you, for every position, 2 quality players. So, yeah, we'll have to see who leaves. But at this moment in time, I would say I'd like to see us get another player in on that right-hand side. I mean, maybe Victoria Palova will take on that role. Maybe that'll be where she plays. But yeah, I mean, I think obviously the forward area is the one, isn't it, that we need. But yeah, let's see. I'm pretty at this moment in time. I'm satisfied with this squad that we've got. Really satisfied with it. I think it's a really strong squad, and I think we've got a lot of quality now on the bench as well, haven't we? Robert says no, not Katie. She's pure Arsenal. No, she is. I agree, but she is out of contract in the summer, and she's not now a regular pick in the team, is she? You know, she's on the bench again today, and you know she's more of a rotation player. Does she want to stay as a rotation player, or does she want to maybe go somewhere and get to play more regular? That's the question she needs to answer herself, isn't it? I suppose, but. Of course, we don't want her to go, but she's out of contract, so you know, it needs to be mentioned, isn't it? But we'll see. I'll say hopefully. So we'll see what happens with all of that. But yeah, still a lot of football to be played this season before we start worrying about strengthening in the summer. You know, this group of players that we've got now has got to do the business, haven't they? They've got to do the job between now and the end of the season. And if they do that, then we may all say, you know what, we don't need anybody else, do we, to come in? We don't need any more new signings if we win a big trophy or two this season. And why can't we? You know, we're in a good position in the league. We're in the next round of the FA Cup, a tough draw, but who knows? We're in the semi-final of the Continental Cup as well this week. And also, as well, of course, the Champions League starting soon, isn't it? The quarter-final. The draw's on Friday, actually, for that. So we'll obviously be talking about that on the show on Friday evening. Always a good show, the Arsenal Women's Show, isn't it? So please join us for that as well, if you can, on Friday. Just to remind you what's coming up on the channel. Obviously, there's going to be lots of great shows this week. Tomorrow, we've got the Arsenal review. We're going to look back on the defeat against Everton. We're going to look at, obviously, Man City lost today as well, so we'll look at that. Look ahead to the game against Brentford next week as well. That's coming up tomorrow. So please join us for that, 8 o'clock. Then on Tuesday, hopefully we'll have Melvin's Highbury Matter show on Tuesday this week, due to the fact that obviously it's the women's game on Wednesday. Hopefully they'll be in for that, Melvin and his guests, looking at the period 88 to 90. What a good period that was for Arsenal. So join us for that on Tuesday. Obviously, I'm back on Wednesday for the women's game, the Continental Cup semi-final, Manchester City at Meadow Park. What a big game that's going to be. Early kickoff, 7:15, so I'll be live at 7 o'clock for that. So hopefully you will be able to join me for that one if you can. And what else have we got? Thursday, it'll be the social extra of Adam and Steve. Friday, the women's show, of course. And then we're back into the Watchalong next weekend, aren't we? 2 on Saturday. The early one, the women, Manchester City against Arsenal. Kick off at 12:30. And then at 3 o'clock, it is the men's game, isn't it? Arsenal against Brentford from the Emirates. So loads of great stuff to come on the channel. So please, you know, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. It is free of charge. It does help the channel to grow. Much appreciated if you do. And if you are watching and you're enjoying it, please give it a like as well. Let's try and get the likes up to 30, at least 30 today. There's been a lot of people watching. I do appreciate it, but please give it a like. I think we're on 17 at the moment. Let's get to at least 30. So if you haven't liked it yet and you are enjoying what we're doing, please give us a like. It is free. It does help the channel to grow. So please do that as well. That would be much appreciated. So yeah, that is the first half then. West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal much the better team. We knew they would be, but we've just had a little bit of problems, haven't we? Sticking the ball in the net again, which is a little bit frustrating, a little bit annoying. But hopefully in the second half the goals will start to come. Quite similar to the game here last season, wasn't it? Where it was 0-0 at half time. And in the end, we got the goals, didn't we, in the second half? Maybe we can do the same again. Robert says there, Katie gets into trouble, we know, and needs to concentrate on her grade school. Yeah, she likes to get involved in certain things, doesn't she? But I say I'd like to keep her, obviously, of course, but we'll have to see. Robert says, have a Yorkie. I'm having a Yorkie. It's a bit later in the day. Don't have a Yorkie this time of night. It's not good for me. And Jafar says there, that'll be a great game. It will be a great game. Yeah, I agree. The Manchester City game is going to be a fantastic game, isn't it? So, so please join us for that one. But yeah, lots of great stuff on the channel as always. So please join us for any of those shows. It'd be great, wouldn't it? And hopefully we'll see you on one or two of them coming up over the next week or so. Some big games for the men and the women, and some great shows as well for you all to enjoy. So the second half will be coming up. I mean, you have to say Frida Marnham again has probably been the standout player in that game, hasn't she? In that first half, as usual. She's been brilliant. It's like playing with 12 players, isn't it? Because she's in defence 1 minute, she's in attack the next, just everywhere. So another brilliant performance from Frida. But yeah, let's hope that we can find this goal in the second half, because Man United drew 0-0 today. We've got to take advantage of that and win this game, and hopefully we can do that. Robert says, okay, hot cocoa. Well, yeah, see, it's a bit early for a cocoa, isn't it? That's a bit later in the evening. I mean, I'm fine for the minute. We'll get through to the end of the game, and I'll maybe think about having a cup of tea and stuff when the game's finished. But yeah, we've got another good 45 minutes to come. Terry says you have to eat a bounty now you're a drone pilot. Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, I took my drone out today, the first proper flight, just to have a little practice. I put a little video together on the other channel, the vlog channel. So please go across there and have a look at that. Which it was good fun getting the drone out for the first time. My first proper flight. It's I'm hoping to do a few more, obviously, and there'll be some great stuff. I'm actually going to be doing a series on football stadiums, football grounds, both old and new, professional and grassroots level football stadiums. So that's all going to be coming up with a drone over the next few months. So I'll probably wait till the weather gets a bit better. It was a bit cold out today with a drone. We went out. We needed gloves and hats and scarves and stuff. It was good fun though. I'm just getting used to control it really, but it was good fun. So something a bit different we'll be doing as well. Robert says that I think Leah had a great opportunity to run at them and shoot as they seen her lay the ball on and up. Yeah, I mean, she could maybe try a shot. You're right, I agree actually. Colin says Leah passed to Frida. Yeah, that was a great pass, a little dink over the top, brilliant. It deserves a goal. Would have been assist of the season, that wouldn't it, if that went in. And Jeffar says, if we don't win today, then it's probably over for the title. We can't afford it anymore. So, well, I don't know. There's still a long way to go. But yeah, it's a big opportunity missed if we don't win this game today. Terry says, yeah, watched it. You've done well. A bit nervy your first few flights. Yeah, it will be a bit nervy. Yeah, you're right. I get a bit anxious when it sort of flies a little bit far away, because I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to lose it. But obviously, I've got the control, haven't I? So I'm not going to lose it. But you just feel like that, don't you, when it's up there and it flies away? So I just need to get used to it being further away from me, and getting used to sort of dealing with that, really. But I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm certainly enjoying it. It's great fun, and I love the footage that you get from a drone. I've always loved that, and it's great to have my drone. And I'm going to be looking forward to a big summer of droning. Which I'm looking forward to. Robert says, that was not you the other day when play got stopped in the match. No, it wasn't. No. That was a bigger drone. I've only got a little drone. Although it's got no real restrictions on where and when I can fly it, as long as it's not near an airport. You can't actually fly a drone when there's more than 1,000 people. So obviously at a full football stadium, you can't do it. But when the stadium's empty and there's nobody in it, there's no real reason why you can't fly over an empty football stadium. So I've got a few things planned for the next few months when I'll be going out and looking at some stadiums and some grounds that maybe aren't here anymore. Maybe looking around where they used to be and stuff like that. So that's all going to be going on through the summer on the other channel. So I might post one or two of the links here as well. It's not really relevant to Arsenal necessarily, most of it, but some of it's going to have obviously football. It's going to be football related, so it might be something you guys might want to watch. I'll tell you what I will do now. Actually, I'll put a link to the channel in the chat. That's what I'll do. I'll do that now, and then if you want to watch it, then you can. So I've just put that in there in the chat. So if you want to watch it, you can. Robert says there, I so miss Highbury. Yeah, I think we all miss Highbury. I miss Highbury as well. And unfortunately, it's not the same now, is it? Or we was there a few months back actually, looking at the flats and that there, and it's the first, no, not it's the second time I've been back since Highbury shut. So yeah, a bit. It's upsetting, really, isn't it, when you go there and you see what it is now and what it used to be, and all the great memories that we had there. But yeah, things move on, don't they? Times change, and realistically, we couldn't have lived in a 38,000 stadium, could we? Now, with the way football is, the way the club is, and everything else, we wouldn't have been able to compete, would we, at the top level, if that was all the capacity was in the stadium. So it was the right decision to move, I suppose. We couldn't really extend Highbury, could we? But if there was a way of staying, then it would have been great, wouldn't it? But unfortunately, it wasn't. So, but anyway, let's see what the second half is going to bring us. Anyway, we are getting ready now to start the second half. A lot of Arsenal fans there, as you would expect. Of course, it's not very far, is it, across London to Dagenham, and hopefully, I say we can get the win in this second half, get the goals and win the game, and hopefully that'll be enough to put us through into the. Actually, I've lost track a little bit of the title, just simply because I'll tell you why. Because there's games in hand and all sorts, isn't there? So let's have a look. So, right. So the table currently, as it stands, Chelsea are top with 31 points from 12 games. Man United are second with 29 points from 12 games. As things stand, if we draw this game, we'll be third with 26 points from 11 games. And then Manchester City will be fourth. They've got 26 points from 12 games. So we really do need to win this game. And that would actually put us on 28 points, which would be 3 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand. And it would put us 1 point behind Man United with a game in hand. So, yeah, really, really important that we do win this game. And let's hope that we do. But we'll see. We'll see what happens anyway in the second half. The teams are back out onto the pitch now. They're just coming back out onto the pitch. So Arsenal in the third strip, all pink, and West Ham in their usual home kit, of course. Paul Konchesky now is, of course, the manager of the West Ham women. Of course, he did play in the Premier League for West Ham men, didn't he? And it's good to see that, former players are now becoming coaches in the WSL as well, aren't they? And that's good to see. And maybe that's going to start a trend of that, really, because there's not been too many, has there, that, men's players who played in the Premier League now coaching in the WSL. The experience that they've got is probably valuable, isn't it? So, it's a good move from West Ham, and they've certainly he's certainly got his team playing well, hasn't he, Paul Konchesky today? Anyway, we're just about to start the second half. Arsenal just getting in their huddle before the kickoff here. West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. We are looking forward to the start of the second half. Can Arsenal get the goals that we need, get the breakthrough, and hopefully win this game and get ourselves right back in that title race? We've got a really big game next weekend, haven't we, as well? Well, a big game Wednesday night, first in the semi-final, then a really big game next Saturday at Manchester City in the WSL. The game's coming thick and fast. And, of course, it won't be long until the Champions League's here. The draw is on Friday at 12 o'clock. We will be looking at that, of course, on the show Friday night with the guys, Andreas, Amar, Matt. We'll be looking at the Champions League draw, as well as looking back at this game, looking back at the Man City game, looking ahead to the other Man City game, of course, coming up next Saturday. But we need to win this game. We are just about to get the second half underway. It's going to be West Ham to kick off. They are attacking a goal to our left in this second half. And we are back off and underway here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. It is West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal, the dominant team in that first half, but unable to get the goal. Terry says, come on, you Gooner girls, 1-4. Yeah, I went for 4-1 before. I'm not starting to think it's going to be 4-1 now. I mean, we can score 4 goals in the second half. I have no doubt that we can, but whether we will or not, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, Arsenal in possession now. Lotta Woobermoy on this near side. Plays a lovely ball through to Stina. Is it going to be a goal for her on her birthday? Stina's gone a little bit wider than she wanted to. In fact, it was good defending from Sissoko, but the flag's up anyway. She was offside. I don't know why she just hit that first time. In fact, I don't think she was offside because the fullback's playing her on. Terrible decision by the linesman maybe trying to make up for the fact that he didn't give that penalty in the first half. But she was clearly onside there, Stina. Great ball it was from Lotte Wubben-Moy in behind. But anyway, it is a free kick to West Ham. Goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold's going to take it. She goes long up this near side. Good header again from Caitlin Ford, that was. Then from Stina trying to find Frida Marner. West Ham do clear it away. Leah Williamson finds Kim Little. I still can't get used to Leah Williamson playing in midfield for us. I know she's obviously played there before. She's played there for England, and she's an exceptional footballer, so she can play in midfield. But always seems a little bit strange seeing her there, doesn't it? Anyway, she's on the ball now. Leah Williamson almost played the ball through there to Frida Minor, but it was cut out actually in the end by Snell. And West Ham back in possession, trying to play it out from the back. You can see the work they've been doing, but again, they're giving the ball away. Rafaela Souza picks it up for Arsenal in the centre of the pitch, plays it back to Lotte Wubben-Moy. Now it's with Steph Catley on halfway, plays it back again to Lotte Wubben-Moy. And again, she dinks this ball up the near side to Caitlin Ford. Good touch from the Australian. Plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. Now it's with Noel Moritz. Arsenal again starting the second half as we finish the first, well on top in possession, looking to try to get this breakthrough. Lotte Wubben-Moy plays it out to that far side to Rafaela Souza. Goes back to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. We've played 2.5 minutes of the second half. It is still West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Can Arsenal get this breakthrough? You do imagine that once we get the first goal, we can then go on and get 1 or 2 more. But there's an offside there over on that far side against West Ham. It's a free kick to Arsenal now. Lotte Wubben-Moy in possession. Plays the ball up this near side again. It's a good ball for Caitlin Ford. She's got a little bit of space now. Caitlin Ford plays it square to Frida Marnham. Kim Little just got in the way a little bit there, but Caitlin Ford now finds Kim Little. Threads the ball in to the penalty. And Noel Moritz, can she get across in? She does towards the near post. Stina's in there, but again, goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold's done well. Great handling there from the goalkeeper. Good play from Noel Moritz. That was a good attack from Arsenal actually down this near side. Caitlin Ford, Kim Little, Noel Moritz all involved. And then Moritz's cross there just couldn't quite get it away from the goalkeeper enough to create the angle for Stina there to be able to finish at the near post. Looking for her 10th goal of the season. Stina Blackstenius on what is her 27th birthday. It'll be a very happy birthday if she does score and we win. Well, if we win, I suppose that'll be enough, really, won't it? Let's be honest. That's the best present that anybody can have on their birthday, isn't it? Anyway, West Ham are coming forward themselves. They certainly kept themselves in this game, West Ham, haven't they? And if they were to get that first goal, then who knows? A cross comes in from the far side. Good header away though at the near post. In fact, it's an offside, is it? Or did the ball go out for a throw over on the far side first? I think it may well be an offside actually against Brynj Giles-Dottir, the West Ham captain. Or was it a foul on Kim Little? Anyway, it is a free kick to Arsenal. That's the outcome of all of that. And Manu Zinsberg has taken it quickly to Lotte Wubben-Moy, finds Noel Moritz on this near side. Noel Moritz plays it back again to Wubben-Moy, and that's back with the goalkeeper, Manu Zinsberger. Terry says there, we need a Frida firework to settle us down. Yeah, possibly. We need something, don't we? We need a goal because we're starting to look a little bit anxious when we get in that final third, aren't we, at times? And I think a goal will settle us down, and hopefully then we can go on and get a few more. Lotte Wubben-Moy has had a good game for Arsenal. Plays the ball up this near side again, finds Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford cuts inside, looking to try to find that killer pass. Leah Williamson plays it on to Steph Catley on the far side. Lena Hertig there just gets dispossessed, but she works really hard to win the ball back. That's what she brings. She's done well there, Lena Hertig, and Arsenal now in possession. Leah Williamson, that's a good ball over on that far side. Finds Stina Blackstenius, plays at the ball back to to Frida Marnham. Can she get across it? It's into the box instead to Kim Little. Twisting and turning. Kim Little plays it out to Steph Catley. There's a player on the overlap for her. Lena Hertig it was. Steph Catley gets it back again. The pressure is now building. Kim Little on the edge of the penalty. Can she get a shot away? Plays it in instead to Caitlin Ford. There's Noel Moritz over on the far side. Caitlin Ford turn. The shot's deflected. It does find Noel Moritz on this near side. Plays it back again to Caitlin Ford. This is good pressure from Arsenal. You do feel the goal's coming. Leah Williamson dinks across towards the far post. Header from Frida Marnham, but it's put wide. Maybe she needed to head that back across the goal instead of heading it towards the goal. It was quite a tight angle there. But this is good pressure from Arsenal. Leah Williamson it was with a cross. Yeah, she needed to maybe head that back across there. Stina was there in a little bit of space then. Maybe put that ball back across for Stina. And maybe Stina would have had an opportunity to put it into the net. But Frida's headed it wide. 51 minutes played, and still we await the first goal. West Ham 0, Arsenal 0 here in Dagenham, just up the road to where I was born. My local team, Dagenham and Redbridge, followed them for quite a long time. But this is now, of course, the home of the West Ham women. Nice little stadium. Anyway, Rafaela Souza now on that far side. Brings the ball forward, plays a long ball forward, looking for Frida Mine. And West Ham don't really get it away. Caitlin Ford now in possession on this near side. Caitlin Ford again gets the ball back off Leah Williamson. Can she get a crossing? Plays it square instead to Kim Little. Now it's back with Leah Williamson. Pokey Puku says there be goals coming for Arsenal. Yes, there will. There will be goals. Don't you worry. Very, very soon. You can sense it. Lena Hurtig there just keeps the ball in, plays it back to Rafaela Souza. Does well again over on that far side. Souza's done really well. Played the ball in to Frida Minor. Turns away. Frida Minor when you did a penalty. Plays it square. Oh, looking for Kim Little. Just not quite had enough on that pass. West Ham clear it away again. Rafaela Souza had a good game as well, actually. In fact, everyone has for Arsenal. We play well, but we haven't got the goal. Leah Williamson now threads the ball through. It's not going to quite fall for Stina. Just ran away from her there, and it's gone into the arms of goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold again. I don't know if it was flicked on by Frida or whether Frida just let it go, but just ran away from Stina. Didn't give her a chance there to get on the end of it. If there'd been a little bit less on that pass, she would have been in, and then that's the sort of opportunity that she loves anyway. Frida now coming forward again for Arsenal, finds Kim Little. She moves it on. Noel Moritz is just over on this near side. It wasn't a great ball, actually. And Sissoko cuts it out, and Noel Moritz has ran into the West Ham defender there. Accidentally, it was. But she's gone down with a head injury, the French defender for West Ham. And the referee, I think, wants a word with Noel Moritz. I don't know why. It was just her momentum took her into the defender there. But it is a head injury, so we are going to have the first stoppage of the game, really, actually. And the referee is going to speak to Arsenal's right back, Noel Moritz. Robert says there, I so wish Leah would run at them. She had a great opportunity, but scenes fixed on assists only. Sad, really, she can shoot there. No, I agree. I'd like to see her maybe try a shot sometimes, when she gets to about 20 yards out. Nobody's really shot, have they, from distance for Arsenal in this game? We're looking to try to pass it into the net a little bit sometimes, too much. Maybe we should try some shots a little bit more. But anyway, let's see what happens. Maybe we will a little bit later. Wasn't a great ball, actually, from Kim Little. And poor old Hawa Sissoko took the full brunt there of Noel. In fact, really, it was Sissoko actually crashed into her. But it was a full-blooded coming together there of the two players. And Sissoko is back on her feet again, although she's not moving too freely at this moment in time. I don't know whether she'll be able to continue or not, which would be a shame, wouldn't it? But anyway, we shall see what happens. Anyway, it is a free kick to West Ham, which goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold is going to take probably about 10 yards further forward from where the actual offence occurred, which, that always seems to happen, doesn't it? I'm not quite sure why. It is a long clearance there from the West Ham goalkeeper up this near side, but it's gone straight out for a throw to Arsenal, midway inside Arsenal's half on this near side, Arsenal's right. We've played 10 minutes of the second half. Arsenal haven't really had a clear-cut opportunity yet, although we've dominated the possession. And the game's being played in West Ham's half. You do imagine the goal is going to come at some point very soon. Noel Moritz now plays it back to Lotta Wouber-Moy. And it's gone all the way back now to Manu Zinsberger. Robert says there, you force penalties when you run at defences. Many moons ago, I used to love it. Got so many penalties. No, you're right. Yeah, you do. Obviously, if you've got a bit of pace, you run at a defender, you are likely to get fouled. And we don't do that enough, really, do we? You're right. Anyway, West Ham have now got a throw in the attacking third, in line with the Arsenal penalty over on the far side. They're right. Surely West Ham can't take the lead here. Cross comes in from that far side, but Manu Zinsberger's there, catches the ball and looking to try to start a counter-attack. All in yellow, the Arsenal goalkeeper tonight, with the team obviously all in the pink kit, as we said. Maybe I should have had a pink kit behind me in the picture rather than the home kit anyway. I didn't have time to change it, if I'm honest. Anyway, Rafael Souza now in possession for Arsenal on halfway, brings the ball forward, plays it out to that far side to Steph Catley. Announced her engagement, didn't she, last week? So congratulations to her. Freedom Arnhem now coming forward over on that far side, puts a cross in. Goalkeeper's drops it inside the 6-yard box. Caitlin Ford just crowded out. The shot comes in from Noel Moritz. It hits a West Ham defender. You do feel the goals coming. Lotta Woober-Moy now in possession for Arsenal on the edge of the penalty area. Plays it back to Rafaela Souza. Almost a breakthrough there. Leah Williamson now 30 yards out. Dinks the ball over to that far side. Lovely pass to Steph Catley. Plays it forward to Lena Hertig, but Lena Hertig's offside. But that cross came in there from Frida Marnham again, creating the problems for West Ham. First time, really, Mackenzie Arnold's handling's let her down a little bit there. She didn't get enough on that ball. It fell inside the 6-yard box, but it was a little bit behind Caitlin Ford, and she couldn't quite get the finish on it, and West Ham were able to scramble the ball away. But brilliant play again from Frida Marnham. And Caitlin Ford there, the defender just got there. And in the end, the shot came in from Noel Moritz, which struck a West Ham player. But Frida Marnham's on playing different gears at the minute to everybody else on this pitch. And you do feel if a goal's going to come, it's either going to be scored by Frida or created by Frida. She's definitely going to have some part in it anyway. There's no doubt about that, is there? Anyway, Rafaela Souza now, we've played 58 minutes. Time is ticking, but there's still plenty of time for Arsenal to get the goal to win this game, get those 3 points, which would be so, so important. We can't afford to drop points after Manchester United did earlier on today. They were held to a 0-0 draw by Everton. Now, Lotta Woober-Moy in possession for Arsenal. We are now playing this game inside the West Ham half only. Now it's with Caitlin Ford on this near side. She's done well. Caitlin Ford across the edge of the 6-yard box. It goes all the way across the goal. West Ham managed to scramble it clear again. And again, Arsenal not able to get anybody on the end of a cross. And it's going to be a throw now to Arsenal over on that far side. Jafar says there, you should put the minutes on the screen. Yeah, I'd like to be able to do that. I'm not sure how to do it. That's the problem. I've tried a few different ways. It don't seem to work. Anyway, it's something I'm going to work on in the future. If anyone's out there knows how to do it, let me know, because I would like to be able to do that, actually. Anyway, West Ham now looking to come forward on a rare attack for them, but they've given the ball straight back to Arsenal. Lotta Woober-Moy now on halfway. Brings the ball forward. Lotta, she had a very good game for Arsenal. This is a good run, actually. Nice ball play for this is nice play from Arsenal. Just a West Ham defender again, just gets in the way. Steiner now tries to pick the ball up, but West Ham again scramble it clear, and West Ham are given a free kick. They look like what Lotta won the ball. But anyway, the referee's given a free kick, and it will be, I say, a free kick to West Ham, even though Lotta did get the ball. It might have been Kim Little just coming in from behind, maybe. Anyway, the free kick will be West Ham's. It was Asai there that was fouled. Vivian Asai. Terry says this is so frustrating. Yeah, it is. It is very frustrating. I agree. But the breakthrough will come, I'm sure. We've been threatening it, haven't we? Pretty much since the second half started. We've played 15 minutes now of the second half. There's half an hour to play. Is it maybe time to get some substitutes on? Maybe Victoria Palova potentially. Is it time to get her on? Or maybe Michelle Abimang, of course, who scored a great goal, didn't she, against Leeds last week in the FA Cup. Can she offer us something? You know, obviously, Jonas was saying that he really wanted to buy another striker. Is it maybe time for Michelle Abimang to really shine? Anyway, West Ham coming forward now, but not for very long, because Kim Little says, no, I'm going to have that ball, and she takes it off West Ham, and now Arsenal can come forward again over on that far side. Lena Hertig plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. Noel Moritz has got a little bit of space now on this near side for Arsenal. Is this going to be the moment? Caitlin Ford coming forward again, plays the ball square to Noel Moritz, plays it in to Frida Marnham. Freedom Arnhem tries to go around the outside, tries to thread the ball through to Lena Hurtig. Lovely ball it would have been, but West Ham do manage to scramble it clear, but not for very long. Raphael in Souza again finds Steph Catley on that far side. Lena Hurtig, you imagine she'll be the player to go off if we are going to make a sub. Kim Little dinks a ball over the top, looking for the running behind there of Leah Williamson. It was actually very far forward. And now Caitlin Ford on this near side. West Ham are starting to look a little bit tired. Surely this is our moment now. Leah Williamson again tries to thread the ball through to Noel Moritz, but it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Caitlin Ford with it finds Lotta Woobenmoy. The pressure is building, but we need a goal. And so far, we haven't really tested Mackenzie Arnold in the second half, have we? Lena Hurtig there, slightly loose touch from her. And West Ham clear the ball away, but not for long. Rafaela Souza now back in possession. Finds Steph Catley right on that far touchline. Souza gets it back again. And now it's gone all the way back to Manu Zinsberger. Arsenal keeping possession, but not able to get the ball too far forward. Now there's an opportunity here. Caitlin Ford, little running behind. Stina's made a run off her. Stina Blackstenius now in possession for Arsenal on the edge of the West Ham penalty area. Lays it off to Leah Williamson. Leah Williamson now a little bit of time on the edge of the box. Plays a ball in. Again, she's looking to find a pass rather than maybe put a cross in or maybe look to have a shot. And that ball didn't come off and West Ham clear it away. But again, Arsenal in possession. Steph Catley now on the far side. Arsenal's left. Plays it forward, looking for Lena Hurtig. It's going to go out. Is it for a goal kick? It is a goal kick. Lena Hurtig's influence is becoming less and less. And you do feel as though maybe it's time for a substitution. Maybe Katie McCabe to come on down that left-hand side. Victoria Palova. But it's West Ham actually making the first change. It is Melissa Phillips going off. And it's going to be Amelie Thestrup, the Dane, coming on for West Ham. 62.5 minutes played. And West Ham have made the first substitution there. Paul Konchesky has freshened things up in the front three there for West Ham. Arsenal still not made a change. Surely it won't be long. I think Lena Hurtig will be the player to be replaced. We've got a couple of options there, haven't we? Pokey Puku says, is goal coming? Yes, the goal is coming very, very soon. Kim Little now. Lena Hurtig lays it off. Steph Catley tries to drill across it again. West Ham have defended that pretty well. You have to say they have defended well. Robert says there, darn, this back passing is doing my head in big time. We're just keeping possession, aren't we? And hopefully eventually it will work. West Ham will run out of legs and the spaces will start to open up and we can get the goal. Anyway, Rafaela Susan over on that far side. Plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. Plays it square now to Lotta Woobenmoy. The whole of the second half has been played in the West Ham half of the pitch. Caitlin Ford again on this near side. Trying to run that West Ham defence. Plays it back. Lotta Woobenmoy whips across in. Not a great ball actually. And West Ham are able to clear it away. And another Arsenal attack comes to nothing. But Rafaela Souza steps in. She's had a great game at the back. Surely she was fouled. And she was. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Rafaela Souza has been brilliant in this game, actually. It was the substitute, Thestrup there, that committed that foul. Leah Williamson is going to take this free kick midway inside the West Ham half. Plays it forward to Noel Moritz. She lays it off to Lotta Woobenmoy. But still, Arsenal can't make that breakthrough. Archduke of Austria says there, West Ham kept clean sheets against Wolves and Liverpool. That gives them additional energy today for sure. Well, we'll see. That, though, has gone out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Noel Moritz is going to take it midway inside. That half the ball's played forward. West Ham can't really clear it away. Again, Arsenal just pick up possession. It is relentless pressure now on this West Ham goal. But chances have been few and far between. Noel Moritz now plays the ball forward in towards the penalty area. Stina's in at near post. Oh, good effort there from Stina. Saved by Mackenzie Arnold's feet. Thought that was going to be the moment there. It looked as though the ball actually from Noel Moritz was just too far ahead of Freedom Arnhem. It was, but Stina came in behind her. Almost caught the West Ham defence out. She got it on target and just got her foot across there, Mackenzie Arnold. That's a decent save, you have to say again. The West Ham goalkeeper is keeping Arsenal out. It's another corner, though. And Jonas enjoyed that. But another good save from the goalkeeper. You have to say she's played well. But it is another corner to Arsenal. Can we get the breakthrough here? The corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in. Oh, it's just dropped wide. Rafaela Souza it was. We know how dangerous she can be from corners. She got up on that corner there from Lena Hurtig it was. It's a good header, just dropped wide of that post. Thought that was the moment there. It came off her shoulder actually, just looped wide. Terry says this game is made for Victoria Palova to come on and win us the game. It is, and maybe she will. There's still time. We've only played 66. Well, we've played 66 minutes, so we are midway through the second half. Still waiting for the first Arsenal substitution. Iguso says you are drawing this game. Well, at the moment we are, yeah, but there's still plenty of time. I'm sure we'll win and get a goal or two. It was a similar game last season, wasn't it? We took a while to get the breakthrough and got a couple of goals in the end through Stina and Steph, and maybe one of or both of those will score the goal. Oh, 3 substitutions now coming on for Arsenal. There we go. Katie McCabe, Victoria Palova, and Laura Wainwrighter are all coming on now for Arsenal. It's like London buses. You wait for one and then 3 come along at once, and that is what's happening. So see who's going to be going off. So, first of all, then, going off for Arsenal is Lena Hurtig, as we assumed that she would. She had a decent enough first half, missed a big chance, but played quite well. Second half, she seems to have run out of legs a little bit. Victoria Palova is coming on for her. And Lena Hurtig doesn't look very happy to be going off, but I think her influence in the second half's got less and less as we've gone on. And it's Victoria Palova to come on. Steph Catley's going off for Katie McCabe. So left back, she's going to be playing by look of it. Steph played well today. And you'd imagine Noel Moritz is coming off for Laura Wainwrighter will be the third change. You would imagine is the way that it's going to be. We will just double check. Yes, it is Noel Moritz coming off. She played well, Noel Moritz, today, actually. She got forward well when she could. And she had a decent game. But Laura has had a fantastic season. And hopefully she can be the one that may help us get the breakthrough. If she can get the ball forward, get some balls into the box, that's what she's good at. So Jonas has rolled his dice. He's brought on 3 substitutions here with 22 minutes to play. Terry says, Katie got a nice year. Of course. I mean, Katie's Katie, isn't she? Everyone loves Katie, don't they? Let's see if she can. Maybe it might be her to get that goal, that we've been lacking. You did say Victoria Palova was going to come on and make the difference. Stina just got a little bit of a head injury there. Just got in the back there from Grace Fisk, I think it was. But she's back on her feet again. But it is a free kick to Arsenal midway inside at the West Ham half. We're starting to get to that point in the game now where you get a bit nervy, aren't we? We're getting a little bit nervy, but let's hope that we can find a goal to ease that tension. Anyway, it's going to be Katie McCabe, her first involvement in this game since coming. I was going to be able to take this free kick. It's in towards the end of the penalty. It's flicked on there by, I think it might have been Laura Wainwrighter actually. But anyway, the ball's gone into the arms again of Mackenzie Arnold. And West Ham are still keeping us at bay, frustratingly. And that's been the story of this game, unfortunately, so far, hasn't it? Anyway, Mackenzie Arnold goes along with that kick, but it's a comfortable header from Lotta Wouba-Moy. And now Arsenal coming forward again. That's a good ball there to Frida Minor on the far side. The goalkeeper has to kick that one out. But again, Arsenal picked possession up with Leah Williamson, but that wasn't a great ball forward, actually, from Leah. And now West Ham have got a chance to get the ball out. Archduke of Austria says Katie can't wait to get a yellow card. Yeah, probably not. She's been waiting to come on to get one, hasn't she? I'm sure it won't take long for her to get her customary yellow card. Hopefully she can get a goal as well now. Arsenal coming forward again. Frida Marnham. Stina Blackstenius ahead of her now. Stina Blackstenius inside the penalty. Can she get a shot away? Oh, good defending again, though, from West Ham. You have to say they've given everything in this game, West Ham, to keep us out. Laura Wainwright at that time finds Kim Little. Frida Marnham it was who opened up that West Ham defence again. But again, just as it looked as though there was an opportunity there. West Ham defender came across, shut the door. But we're still coming forward again. But now West Ham can get the ball away and try to come forward themselves up this near side. But Arsenal just easing off slightly now. And West Ham looking to come forward himself. That's a poor ball forward. And again, it's Arsenal picking up Steiner now. Caitlin Ford's got a run on this near side. Caitlin Ford just inside the penalty. The angle's tight. Caitlin Ford goes around the outside. Oh, it's good defending again, actually. You have to say, from Sissoko it was. She's had a decent game for West Ham. And Caitlin Ford then made the wrong option, tried to go around the outside of her. Maybe she should have cut in. But it was good defending from West Ham. We're into the last 20 minutes now. Robert says 3 players I definitely would have in the first place, without question. Yeah, obviously they are 3 very good players, but that's what having a squad's about, isn't it? You know, have some quality on the bench to be able to bring on when you need to, and that's what we've done. We've still got 1 or 2 others, haven't we? Catherine Cole can still come on. Gio as well, who had a decent game last week. And of course, Michelle Aubameyang is another option, isn't she? Maybe if we need a goal. You know, West Ham in possession on this near side. But that's a mistake, actually. Caitlin Ford, no, it's given as a free kick. Didn't think it was. Thought she just slipped over there, Asai. But it's been given as a free kick, which Kirsty Smith is going to take for West Ham. Plays it back to Hawa Sissoko, who's probably been West Ham's best player, actually. She's defended really, really well today. She's got the ball again from Mackenzie Arnold. Goes long over the top. A lot of Wubben is there. And this time it's a free kick for Arsenal. Taken quickly. Leah Williamson now. A little bit of space. She's got 2 or 3 runners ahead of her. Leah Williamson plays it up to Caitlin Ford on this near side. Can she get a cross in? She does to the edge of the 6-yard box. Again, it's a West Ham player on the end of it. Clears it away. 72 minutes played. West Ham are hanging on. They are looking tired. They've been looking tired, though, for 20 minutes. And still Arsenal can't get the goal. Laura Wainwright with that throw there. Finds a Frida Marnham. Dinks across out towards the far post. Again, nobody's there for Arsenal. But Victoria Palova now keeps that ball in. Plays it inside. It's lovely. It's inside the box. Katie McCabe. Oh, she should have shot then. She tried to cross it. Again, West Ham scramble it clear. Leah Williamson puts a cross back into the box. Again, it's flicked on. Is this the moment? Oh, again, Mackenzie Arnold's done well to deny Stina Blackstenius. Frida Marnham's shot's blocked. You feel the goal is definitely coming now. The chances are piling up. West Ham's desperate defending. Arsenal just can't get the ball in the net. Thought Stina had another chance there, not quite able to take it. Oh, a mistake there from Lotta Wubben at the other end. And suddenly West Ham have got a chance, but they haven't because Kim Little's there to win the ball back. Lovely play that from Stina. Oh, in fact, the referees, the linesman, sorry, has flagged her offside. But it's another save from Mackenzie Arnold. That ball played into the box there, flicked on by Frida. Stina was there, and again, it's a good save by Mackenzie Arnold, the West Ham goalkeeper. There was a little flick there from Frida to put Stina in, and Mackenzie Arnold just there ahead of the Swede to deny her a birthday goal for a little bit longer. 73, nearly 74 minutes played. Frustratingly, it's still West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. But Arsenal have had most of the possession, all of the chances. But so far, none of the goals. Anyway, Laura Wainwright steps forward. That's a lovely ball played into space up this near side. Stina trying to get it the wrong side of Sissoko. And Sissoko's put it out for a corner to Arsenal. Is this going to be the breakthrough we've been waiting for? Can Arsenal get the goal? Time is ticking. It is a corner, though, to Arsenal over on this near side. Daniel says there Jonas should bring Gio on. Possibly, yes. Anyway, Frida Marnham's going to take this corner from this near side. It's going to be an outswinger with a right foot towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Goes all the way across. Oh, another good save from Mackenzie Arnold. That was from Rafaela Souza's shot there. The corner came all the way across to Souza. She got a shot away. It was going in that bottom corner. Another good save from Mackenzie Arnold. It seems to be Arsenal against Mackenzie Arnold in the second half, doesn't it? And so far, Mackenzie Arnold's winning that particular battle again. She made a good save. But Arsenal still coming forward. Kim Little plays up this near side. Frida Marnham plays the ball back again to Kim Little. It wasn't a good ball, but Kim Little should keep this in. Gets a cross in towards the near post. But again, Mackenzie Arnold's there. She is definitely going to be in line for player of the match. That was a great save. That is a volley there. It was going in that bottom corner. Good save. Maybe it didn't quite have enough power, did it, there from Rafaela Souza? Didn't quite get hold of it as she would have liked. But in the end, it was another decent save from the goalkeeper. And we're into the last 15 minutes. It's still 0-0, but it is still all Arsenal pressure, all Arsenal chances, but so far no goals. Now, lots of Woobermoy, got a lot of space. She's got Laura Wainwrighter just outside her. She goes further forward, but that's a poor ball, actually. It's cut out there by Kirsty Smith. It's going to be a throw on this near side. Laura Wainwrighter takes it, throws it to Lotta Woobermoy. Archduke of Austria says, I'm telling you, that's the magic of keeping 2 clean sheets in 2 domestic cups. Well, potentially it could be. They're defending for their lives, West Ham, you have to say. But the goalkeeper's been inspired today. Mackenzie Arnold, 1 or 2 times against us. She's played well in the past, hasn't she? But can we find a breakthrough? Caitlin Ford now plays it square to Victoria Pelova. Tried to thread it through again. It's good defending. It's inside the box. A shot comes in from Frida Marnham, just over the top again. We may be snatching at 1 or 2 opportunities now. Again, it was Sissoko there, did well. Flicked on by Victoria Pelova. No, sorry, from Caitlin Ford it was. Victoria Pelova played the ball through initially. And Frida Marnham then snatched at that effort, put it over the bar. There's going to be more substitutions now. West Ham are bringing on Lisa Evans. Good to see Lisa Evans coming on for West Ham. And it's going to be Gio coming on for Arsenal as well. At the same time, 77 minutes on the clock. And it's going to be Asai going off for West Ham. Not had much impact on this game. We have to say none of the West Ham attacking players have really, have they? It'd just be typical, wouldn't it, of Lisa Evans to come on and score the winning goal against us, wouldn't it? That would just be how football tends to work sometimes. But it is Lisa Evans coming on. Good to see her again. Lisa Evans, of course, the former Arsenal player. And she is about to come on for West Ham. Gets a round of applause off some of the Arsenal players as well. And it is Stina Blackstenius going off. She's not going to get a goal on her birthday. Worked extremely hard today. Couldn't quite get the goal. And it is Gio going on. You'd imagine that Caitlin Ford is now going to play through the centre. Gio probably on the right. And Victoria Pelova on the left. I think that's how we're going to be lining up now. We are going for it now as we approach the last 12 minutes of this game. Still 0-0. A big goal is going to be coming, is it? These are the sort of games, if you want to win the league title, you have to find a way to win it. And we have to find a way to win this game in these final 12 minutes. But time is starting to go against us now. Leah Williamson for Arsenal, just slowing it down. And then pings the ball over the top. It's a good ball as well, looking for the run in behind. Oh, she pushed in the back there, Caitlin Ford by Sissoko. She tried to run onto that ball there. A nudge in the back, it looked like. We can't really have too many complaints for a penalty after the one in the first half that West Ham should have got, I suppose. But we'll definitely take one now, wouldn't we? That head of steam that Arsenal built up there, that string of pressure and chances, the substitutions has maybe taken that away a little bit. But Arsenal coming forward again. Lotta Woobermoy finds Gio. This is her first run with the ball down that near side. She's made a lot of ground up and she's won a throw for Arsenal, which Laura Wainwrighter is going to take. Terry says, how many more chances are we going to waste? Come on, the Gio. Yep, indeed. Is it going to be one of the substitutes that wins us this game? It's going to be another throw to Arsenal on this near side, right by the corner flag. It's into the box now. Frida Marnham back here. It's into Gio. The shot comes in from Kim Little. Couldn't quite get the shot away. It's just not falling for us, is it? Katie McKay from distance. Oh, it's gone into the side netting. Thought Katie McCabe had scored then. It was a shot there from the edge of the box. Looked as though the big chance was Kim Little's just before. Again, West Ham managed to scramble it away. It came out there. Surely that's took a deflection on its way through from Katie McCabe's shot there. It just set up for her nicely. It did take a deflection. Oh, it's into the side net. Look how close that was. But Arsenal coming forward again. It is more relentless pressure from Arsenal. But so far, West Ham are surviving. I'm not quite sure how, but they are. And Rafaela Souza now does a little tidy up job at the back. But West Ham have almost given up trying to attack her into the last 10 minutes. Lotta Woobermoy plays the ball up this near side to Laura Wainwrighter. Plays the ball in to Gio. Gets it back, Laura Wainwrighter. Can we find a goal? Leah Williamson plays it out to Frida Marnham. Flicks it in. Field, it's on the edge of the box. West Ham can't quite get it away, but they do now. It's Lisa Evans, boots it clear into the Arsenal half. Rafaela Souza's there and just touches it back to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. It is really, really frustrating, but Arsenal coming forward again with Lotta Wubben-Moy, finds Gio on this near side. Plays the ball square to Kim Little. We thought she was going to have an opportunity just a moment ago. Now it's with Frida Mann and plays out to that far side. Victoria Palova just inside the penalty area. Dinks the ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Headed away by West Ham again. And they managed to clear it away. Lotta Wubben-Moy steps in though for Arsenal. Back in possession. WSL Comp says there, are West Ham parking the bus? They certainly are parking the bus. And so far we can't find the bus stop. West Ham try to get the ball clear, but they don't very well. But they are going to have the opportunity there to get the ball into the Arsenal half. Very, very rarely. And it's Lisa Evans. It is on this near side. Lisa Evans having a run at Laura Wainwright. Just takes the ball off of there, Laura, and brings the ball forward. Another great bit of play there from Laura Wainwright. But Arsenal still looking for that goal. That's a long ball played out to that far side. That's a lovely ball actually from Leah Williamson to Victoria Palova. Frida Mann plays it into Caitlin Ford on the edge of the box. Caitlin Ford, can she get a shot away? The flag's up for offside. It's a good ball actually to Gio, but the flag's up for offside. 82 minutes now on the clock. Time is against Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. Leah Williamson with that ball through the middle there. And, I don't know. See, that was looking at that penalty there. I mean, to be fair, it maybe was a push in the back. But I say we can't really have too many complaints, can we? Because West Ham should have had a penalty in the first half. But yeah, we definitely would take that now, wouldn't we? We just can't quite manage to find this goal, and time is definitely against us. But it is going to be a free kick to West Ham following that offside decision just a few moments ago. Don't forget, if you're enjoying what we're doing, please give it a like. We want to get to at least 30 likes tonight. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Terry says, come on, we're running out of time rapidly. We are. We just need one big moment, don't we? One big chance. And that's what's going to make the difference in this game, isn't it? It really is going to be so important to get this win, turning 1 point into 3. Now, Gio on this near side, having a run at Lisa Evans. Lisa Evans has done well, actually. But Laura Wainwright has picked up the ball, plays it square into the edge of the penalty. Kim Little. Is it going to be a moment from the captain? Kim Little inside the box, trying to go around the outside. She's still in possession. Kim Little dinks it towards the near post. Again, West Ham scramble it clear. They have defended for their lives, you have to say. But Arsenal coming forward again. Lotta Wubben-Moy, who's had a very, very good game for Arsenal tonight. Gio now, the substitute, plays it back to Leah Williamson. It's just relentless Arsenal pressure. It's pretty much been since half-time. In fact, since the first 10 minutes, it's been relentless Arsenal pressure. Load of chances, but so far no goal. Leah Williamson now finds Lotta Wubben-Moy. Is this going to be the moment now for Arsenal? Lotta Wubben-Moy plays it up this near side to Gio, having a little run again at West Ham. Gio on the edge of the box, threads the ball through. It's just overhit there, looking for the run-in of Victoria Palova, I think it was. Just overhit that pass. 84 minutes now on the clock, 6 minutes. There'll be a bit of stoppage time in this game. There's been 1 or 2 sort of stoppages in the second half, hasn't there? For the trainers come on 2 or 3 times. So we could well have 5 minutes of stoppage time as well. So there is a little bit more time than we think, but not very much. And we need a goal. And it's getting to be nervy moments now in this game. Can we find this breakthrough, which could be so important? A draw here would definitely be 2 points lost. There's no doubts about that. Archduke of Austria says that Everton will be pissed if their effort will be copied by West Ham the same day. Well, I'm sure Everton got a point for themselves, didn't they? They wasn't really looking to help us. I'm pretty sure they were just looking to help themselves. And we've got to help ourselves as well. We've had enough chances to win this game, but we haven't been able to. But we need to find some way of getting a goal in the little time that remains, because that is what potential champions do. They find ways to win. That's what Chelsea have done the last few years, haven't they? These are the sort of games where Chelsea sneak one, don't they, and win it 1-0. But it's West Ham coming forward instead. Cross comes in. Rafaela Souza heads that away. And now Arsenal got an opportunity for a counter-attack. Frida Mann plays the ball through. It's through for Caitlin Ford. It's going to be the moment. Caitlin Ford tries to dink it over the goalkeeper, but it's too high. It's over the top. big chance there for Caitlin Ford. She didn't quite have the pace, did she, to get away from Sissoko. And you felt as though if she could have maybe backed herself a bit more there, she could have had a bit more of a running on goal. Instead, she tried a chipped effort from the edge of the box. And it went over the top with Mackenzie Arnold slightly off her line. Are Arsenal going to get too many opportunities like that? West Ham now bringing on 2 more substitutes. One of them is definitely Katie Longhurst, I can see. And the other one looks as though it's Lucy Parker, a defender coming on for these last 4 minutes. And it's number 12 going off, is it? No, it's number 12 coming on, Katie Longhurst, sorry. It's Amy Lee Stringer and Emma Schnell that are going off, and Lucy Parker and Katie Longhurst coming on. So we are now 3.5 minutes away from the end of the 90. Are West Ham going to hold on and frustrate Arsenal and deny us 2 very, very important points? Let's see if Arsenal can get a late goal here. Such an important moment it would be. Katie McCabe lost that ball forward into midfield. West Ham do pick it up, but Arsenal again in possession. Can we find a goal? Leah Williamson plays it forward to Kim Little. Is it going to be the captain to decide this game? Right now, I don't care who it is that gets the goal, as long as somebody does. Leah Williamson plays the ball square to Lotta Woobermoy. Oh, Arsenal going to find that moment here. Lotta Woobermoy with a good run. Finds Laura Wainwrighter on this near side. Plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. Lines up across. Not a great ball, that one, though, from Leah. It's headed away only as far as Katie McCabe. She slips as she tried to play that ball, Katie McCabe, and West Ham was to get it clear, but it's back in possession with Rafaela Souza. Are we building to a big climax here at the Chigwell Construction Community Stadium? That's a good ball again up this near side for Laura Wainwright to lays it back to Leah Williamson. Is it going to be a better ball this time? It is a better ball. Cross comes in. So West Ham header back to the goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold. Thought there might have been an own goal there to win it. That would have been ironic, wouldn't it, in a way? The way this game's gone, the amount of chances Arsenal have had. We're into the last 2 minutes of the 90. I'd be expecting 5 minutes of stoppage time, though, so it's not quite all over yet. There's still time for Arsenal to win this game, but it is obviously going to take something very late and very dramatic. Laura Wainwrighter now plays the ball back to Manu Zinsberger. Can Arsenal regroup and find a moment in this game? We let 2 points slip late on against Chelsea. Are we going to win 2 points back late on against West Ham? Leah Williamson now very central inside the centre circle. Leah Williamson plays the ball forward. It's deflected, but it does reach Caitlin Ford. Lays it off to Kim Little. Kim Little trying to drive us forward. There's space over on that far side for Katie McCabe. Can she dig a cross out? She's just held up briefly there. Keeps possession though. Katie McCabe plays it back again to Kim Little. It's into Leah Williamson now. She's going to try a shot from distance. She does. Oh, another good save from Mackenzie Arnold. That was going in the top corner there from Leah Williamson. That's a great save. We still wanted her to shoot from distance. She did shoot from distance this time, 25 yards. In fact, looking at the replay, I think it might have just been going wide, actually. But anyway, Mackenzie Arnold just got a hand to it. Tipped it round the post. It is a corner, though, to Arsenal into the last minute of the 90. Is this going to be the moment from this corner? Arsenal have got Rafaela Souza in there. Lotta Woobermoy's in there. Leah Williamson. Victoria Palova. Caitlin Ford. Everybody's in there. The corner comes in low. Not a great corner, actually. Headed away at the near post. Needed a better delivery there from Katie McCabe. Usually it's a better corner from Katie McCabe, isn't it? Stuart says there, can't fault effort. Shooting boots needed or luck. Yeah, maybe. And Munian says there, should we draw these? We ain't winning the WSL. No, it's still a long way to go. Cross comes in. Mackenzie Arnold's dropped it, but she managed to get it outside the box. Leah Williamson tries to play it back in again. Again, though, West Ham managed to scramble the ball clear. Desperate defending from West Ham. We're into the final few seconds of the 90. I would expect 5 minutes of stoppage time. We'll see what comes up on the ball, but we're just about to get into that now. Arsenal coming forward again. Leah Williamson plays the ball to the edge of the box. This again, it's good play from Arsenal. Frida Marnham, that wasn't a good ball. It is going to be a throw. There is 5 minutes of stoppage time. I thought there would probably be somewhere like that. So we have got 5 more minutes to play. Can Arsenal now find the goal? It's another throw to Arsenal over on that far side. WSL comps how many minutes added? It is 5 minutes added. We've got Katie McCabe takes this throw, finds Caitlin Ford battling away for that ball, lays it off to Katie McCabe again over on that far side. Now it's with, in fact, it's gone out again. It's another throw. Frida Marnham it is, takes it towards the edge of the penalty. Now we're inside the penalty. Can we get the ball across the box? Good defending again from West Ham. They have defended for their lives here. Robert says there, Leah must have heard me from Ireland. Yes, you must have done, yeah. I don't know if we're going to get another chance now. But anyway, we've played 1 minute out of 5. We've got a corner, and it's going to be Frida Marnham with it. It needs to be a better delivery than the last corner, which was headed straight out of the near post. This has got to be a good delivery, this from Frida. It is a bit better. Oh, the goalkeeper's come a long way, gets a punch on it. It's not really cleared away, though, but West Ham do clear it away now. They've defended for their lives. And the ball is now in the Arsenal half for the first time in about 25 minutes. Munian says, look at how Chelsea have been winning titles. We ain't that level. Yes, we are. We can still do it. Come on. And we get a goal now. Now it's with Gio. Fixed away player, so puts a cross into the box. West Ham don't really deal with that one particularly well, but they do manage to scramble it away. You can see how tired they are. They've got another 2 or 3.5 minutes to hold on. Or can Arsenal find that goal? Find the goal that could be so important. You have to say we deserve to win this game, but you don't always get what you deserve in football, and this could be an example of that now. Leah Williamson now in possession. Is it going to be a bit of magic from her that maybe wins us this game? Lots of Ruben Moy. Arsenal still trying to play their football, not panicking, even though time is against us. Katie McCabe does well, does really well. Katie McCabe, can she find a pass now on that far side? It's into the box. Caitlin Ford does really well, holds off the defender, but not quite able to turn away. And in fact, it's an offside against Caitlin Ford. Time is running out now. We've played 2.5 minutes. We're midway through this stoppage time. It's looking as though we are going to drop points here unless we can find a big moment. Unsurprisingly, and to sum up this game, the player of the match has just been given to Mackenzie Arnold, the West Ham goalkeeper, fully deserved as well, you have to say. She has been quite magnificent this evening, and she fully deserves a player of the match. She's made 3 or 4 great saves to deny us, and it may well be enough to deny us the win as well. But there's still time, and Arsenal are still in possession over on that far side. Leah Williamson plays it square to Lotta Wouber-Moy. We're now 2 minutes left to play. Lotta Wouber-Moy striding forward for Arsenal. Plays the ball up this near side. Laura Wainwrighter puts a cross in again towards the edge of the penalty. Again, a West Ham defender just sticks a leg out. But they've lost the ball here. Williamson plays it through to Kim Little inside the box. Again, she's tackled well. West Ham are not giving this up. WSL Comp says there 9 shots on goal indeed. And we haven't managed to score, but that shows how well the goalie's played. And maybe we're just lacking something out, aren't we, in the final third at this minute. Gio now plays the ball back again to Lotta Wouber-Moy. Can she get a cross in? She gives it back to Gio. Gio, can she get a cross in? She does. The cross comes in, but Mackenzie Arnold's there. And we are coming in towards the last minute of the 5 of stoppage time. And Arsenal are seeing 2 points slipping away here today, despite what has been a very, very good performance from Arsenal. You have to say Mackenzie Arnold has kept West Ham in it. They're just showing some of the saves that she's made. 4 or 5 saves in this game she's made to keep Arsenal out. Will we get one more chance? We're into the last minute of stoppage time. That ball forward from Leah Williamson was deflected. Katie McCabe goes long up that far side, looking for Frida Marnham. Again, it's a West Ham head that's there. West Ham are keeping possession now. Arsenal won't even get another chance. West Ham now in possession in midfield. Surely West Ham aren't going to snatch it at the death, are they? Lisa Evans plays that ball to the far side. It's not a great ball. Katie McCabe hooks it forward into the West Ham half. 30 seconds remaining. Are we going to get one more opportunity? We may well do now. Coming forward, Frida Marnham in over on that far side. Frida Marnham, can she get a cross in? Oh, the ball's just run away from her. It's gone behind. It's a goal kick. Surely that is that now. We're into the last 10 seconds of stoppage time. I think Arsenal have failed in their effort to get the win, which would have been so important. Would have took us back above Manchester United into second place. Instead, we're just going to jump over Manchester City into third. And Chelsea have now got the advantage in the title race. Mackenzie Arnold with this goal kick for West Ham. And there goes the full-time whistle. somehow it has finished here at the Chigwell Community Stadium. West Ham United women 0, Arsenal women 0. It was quite a frustrating game for Arsenal. We dominated it from start to finish, if we're honest. So many chances, but unable to find the goal. Mackenzie Arnold, the West Ham goalkeeper, was magnificent. Frida Marnham was a standout player again for Arsenal. We absolutely battered them in that second half in particular. West Ham couldn't get out. We had so many chances, could have scored 5 or 6 goals. And had we won by that many goals, no one could have complained. But we couldn't get the goal. And West Ham held on. You know, some people might say they deserve a point for how hard they worked defensively. But, you know, only one team tried to win that game. And only one team, unfortunately, has been frustrated. Terry says there, bad weekend all round for Arsenal. Yeah, not a great weekend for Arsenal at all. Very frustrating. No goals in 2 games. Very little to get excited about. Terry says, I blame Man U for not selling us Russo. Yeah, Russo may have been the difference maker. Jonas is looking quite stunned on the pitch there. I think he's probably wondering himself how we didn't manage to win that game. I honestly don't know. John says there, Hurtig, Ford and Blackstenius need to sit. Well, I don't know. I thought we had chances today. All of them did. But West Ham have held on for their point somehow. It just goes to show in this league there's no easy games, is there? There's no easy games at all. So, you know, there's other teams can drop points. We saw today Man United was held to a draw. We were held to a draw. Yes, West Ham ended up winning. Chelsea ended up winning 3-2. But there's games left. They can drop points in. You know, it is all still to play for. But this looks like a big result in the title race, doesn't it? It does look like 2 massive points dropped for Arsenal. It has finished here today at Dagenham Redbridge. It's finished at West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. And you have to say, that is so frustrating, really, really frustrating. Arsenal are now 5 points behind Chelsea, just with 1 game in hand, and with 3 points behind Manchester United with a game in hand. And we are level on points with Manchester City with a game in hand. We have to win that game in hand, quite honestly. It's the only option now. That feels like a defeat. It really does feel like a defeat. And the players look disappointed as well. You can understand why. So many chances. Munian says there, we keep on slipping. Well, we don't keep on slipping. We've obviously slipped today. We gave away 2 points, didn't we, against Chelsea very late on. Stina there couldn't quite get a goal on her birthday. But happy birthday, Stina, nonetheless. Frida Marnham, again, was probably our best player once again. But she wasn't able to get the goal this time. Nobody was able to get the goal. And as the players applaud the fans, a big Arsenal support here today, going away frustrated with that result there. But we played well. We played really well. We dominated the game from start to finish. But they are the sort of games where you have to get a goal. You have to find a way. You have to win. And we wasn't able to do it. Terry says, it looks like we've used up all our goals against Leeds. Well, no, we've seen what's happened, haven't we? We've lost Viv and we've lost Beth. And since then, we found goals in the WSL a lot harder to come by. You know, Frida stepped up. She wasn't able to get a goal today, although she did play exceptionally well. Stina's just, it's not quite happening for her in front of goal at the moment, is it? Maybe the new signings are going to be the ones that come in and maybe going to turn this around for us. I know it seems, you know, it's not like it's been bad, has it? It was a good performance today, but football's all about winning, isn't it? Getting goals and winning games, and we wasn't able to do it today. Very, very, very frustrating. And now we've got a big game on Wednesday to look forward to, haven't we? Manchester City in a semi-final. Robert says, we're so tired. We needed Viv and Beth. This shows the kind of players we are very short of. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible, isn't it? No matter how many transfer windows you get, you're never going to be able to replace players like Viv and Beth. Are you just not? There's no one out there. And we've brought some good players in, and I'm sure they will help improve us. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be today. You can't fault the effort. You can't fault the performance. I thought we gave absolutely everything in that game today. Just absolutely everything we gave. Created chance after chance, but just wasn't able to take any of them. The other results from the weekend: Aston Villa 1, Brighton 1 from yesterday. Leicester 0, Man City 2, Liverpool 2, Reading 0, Manchester United 0, Everton 0, Tottenham 2, Chelsea 3, and as we've just seen, West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. So yeah, we are 5 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand. Are they the crucial 2 points? Are they going to prove to be the crucial 2 points? We shall see. Chelsea top then, 31 points from 12 games. Man United second, 29 points from 12 games. We are third with 26 points from 11 games. Manchester City are fourth with 26 points from 12 games. That game next Saturday away at the Academy Stadium, Manchester City, is now a massive game, isn't it? We'll have to see what happens there. So, yeah, very, very frustrating tonight, you have to say. But we are back on Wednesday for the Continental Cup semi-final. Manchester City visiting Meadow Park. We need to bounce back to that in that, don't we? Get through to the final, keep the season ticking over, and hopefully we can bounce back from this, get on a roll again. It's not any easier, though, is it? Next week, that Manchester City game away is going to be something now we have to win. It's a must-win game. Even a draw is not really enough now, is it? Having drawn this game today. Terry says, I think we're putting too much pressure on Steiner to score. Viva Mido looks to be big and missed. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to miss them, aren't we? But some of those chances today just didn't quite fall for us, did it? You know, we had opportunities, just wasn't quite to be our night, was it? For one reason or another, just didn't quite fall for us, did it? Robert says, good night, Rich. We have been so used to a good thing. We need to take these matches on the chin. No, you're right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to get too down about it. Yes, we should have won that game. We could have won that game, but we played well. And I think that, you know, we need to appreciate a good performance from the girls tonight. I thought they did play well. We just unfortunately couldn't find a goal. And yes, it could prove costly again at the end of the season. It was so close last year, wasn't it? 1 point. And could those 2 points tonight prove to be crucial? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. But it's a long way to go still. A lot of games to be played, a lot of points to be won and lost from everybody. And we've seen this season, the league is so open, isn't it? There's, you know, teams are taking unexpected points off teams unexpectedly. So, you know, I'm not going to give up all hope yet. You know, we need to bounce back and win. And hopefully we can do that on Wednesday in the Cup. And then, of course, again, next Saturday in a really big league game. Don't forget, give us a like before you go, because we want to try to get to. Let me just check how many likes we've got. See if we get in. See if we've got the 30 that I wanted. Let's have a look and see. Let me check. Oh, we've got 32. Excellent. So thank you all for that. And if you are new, please consider subscribing as well. It is free and it is good, and it is definitely you won't regret it because we do some great stuff. Talking of which, I'm back tomorrow with the Arsenal review. We'll be looking at the defeat of the men against Everton on Saturday, the other Premier League results as well, which maybe made our defeat not quite as punishing as it may have been. We're also going to look ahead to the Brentford game, which is next weekend as well. See if we can bounce back. That's tomorrow at 8 o'clock. On Tuesday, Melvin will hopefully be here with Highbury Matters. 1988 to 1990 is the time we're looking at. That's going to be good. So join him for that. Also, as well, on Wednesday, we've got the Watchalong Arsenal women against Manchester City Continental Cup semi-final. Join us for that. It's going to be a great game, exciting stuff. On Wednesday. Thursday, Steve and Adam are back, the social extra. That's a great show. Friday, we've got the Women's Weekly, looking back on this game, looking at the Champions League draw, and looking ahead to the Man City. We're looking back on the Man City Cup game, the Man City League game. We're looking ahead to loads of stuff on there Friday. And then Saturday, 2 watch-alongs for you. The women against Manchester City in the 12:30, and then the men against Brentford at 3 o'clock. We've got John Sinclair in the chat. How you doing, John? Good to see you, my friend. He says, big up, Richard. A long time now. I hope you're keeping well. We're off to Wembley soon, and what a season for us so far. Keep up the good work, mate. John, of course, is a Newcastle fan. For those that don't know, go and check out his channel, John Sinclair TV. He's a great guy. Great content on there. Obviously, Newcastle having a great season, aren't they? Looking forward to their cup final at Wembley. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. You'll all enjoy your day out. And hopefully, you can beat Man United, because we all love Man United losing, don't we? So be cheering for you then, as I was in the semi-final, because Newcastle's a big club and they deserve some sort of success finally, don't they? B says, good night. I'll be tuning in Wednesday for the Man City. Yeah, thank you very much, B. Look forward to that then. Look forward to seeing you then. Terry says then, we can beat Chelsea. We was unlucky against them with a 1-1 draw. Come on, you go, girls. Heads up with me. Well, exactly. I think we can beat Chelsea. I agree. And hopefully we will. But obviously it's not going to be easy, is it? We struggled to break down West Ham today. In fact, we couldn't break them down, could we? So, but we can beat anyone on that day. We know we can. It just wasn't meant to be today, was it? But frustrating. But we've got a cup semi-final to come, so it's still lots to look forward to this season, isn't there? So let's enjoy it, and let's hope that we can turn this round, win on Wednesday, get to the final, beat Man City, and suddenly this 0-0 draw won't look so bad, will it? But it's going to be tough. We know it's going to be tough. Anyway. That's that then. I say not quite the result we wanted today or we expected, really. I think we all thought we would win, and unfortunately it wasn't quite meant to be today, was it? But we'll bounce back. We've got a very good team. We've got a great squad, and that's what we'll do. So I'm sure we've got some great time still to come, haven't we? So thanks to all you guys for watching today. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Don't forget to check out John Sinclair TV as well on YouTube. Yes, he's a Newcastle fan, but don't worry about that. He's a great guy. Does some great content. And they're going to Wembley. And maybe we might be going to Wembley as well. The women might be. The men can't go to Wembley, of course, this season, but bigger fish maybe for the men's of fire. But the women could still be going to Wembley in the FA Cup as well. So anyway, join us on tomorrow for the Arsenal review, and also on Wednesday, of course, for the big watch-along, Man City in the semi-final of the Continental Cup. That is going to be epic, isn't it? So please join me for that. We do look forward to your company there. So yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't bring you a goal tonight. We couldn't bring you the 3 points like we hoped, but a good performance from Arsenal. Once again, Frida Marnham shone, didn't she? Another great performance from her. But the goals have just dried up in the WSL recently, haven't they? We're finding it much more difficult. But anyway, hopefully we can find some. We're saving some up, aren't we, for Man City? Terry says, night, Richard, all in the chat. Have a great week. I'll see you all soon. Yeah, we'll see you very soon, Terry. If you're around tomorrow night, I'm sure we'll see you in the chat for that show. And everyone else will probably see you Wednesday for the watch-along. So please join us for that. So thanks for watching. Yeah, frustrating. Very, very frustrating, but it was a good performance. Let's not be too critical because the girls played well. They gave absolutely everything to try and win that game, and it just wasn't meant to be, was it? Luck wasn't on our side. Mackenzie Arnold had a great game in goal for West Ham, and yeah, it didn't quite fall for us, did it? But anyway, we'll bounce back. Wednesday's a big night, and it's going to be good. Early kickoff, that one, don't forget. 7:15's a kickoff, so I'll be live at 7 o'clock on Wednesday to bring you great coverage of that, and hopefully we can get through to the final, and then we can look ahead to the weekend as well. So yeah, thanks for watching tonight. Sorry we couldn't bring you the victory, but we're still in there fighting for that title, and we're going to keep fighting all the way to the end of the season, aren't we? And we'll have better game. We'll have better days than we had tonight, won't we? So don't worry. It will come good for us. We've got a very good team. We're not far away. We wasn't far away today, was we? But it did finish West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Join me tomorrow for the Arsenal review. Take it easy, guys. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Not much of it left now. A frustrating weekend for Arsenal, but next week will be better. Don't worry about that. We've got lots of great stuff to bring you. So join us for all of that. I'll see you very soon. In the meantime, as always, come on, you Gunners, and I will see you on the next one. To Arsenal now, Frida Marnham again inside here looking for a second goal. Oh, she's got a second goal. That seals it. Frida Marnham again.